Welcome to Joe's Atmosphere.
Cook your shrimp, please. All of a sudden, my shrimp pan is burning up like a smoke fest.
Okay. All right, welcome aboard, boys and girls. We got a stacked show and a stacked panel tonight for State of the Atmosphere. First, we're going to look at the September releases. If you're into horror movies, there's a lot of them this month. We'll go over everything that's coming out, and the Washingtons, both of them, Dad and the Son, have new releases here in September. And of course, we're going to have a review of this week's episode of Ahsoka, so strap in for that. And I know everybody in the world is playing Starfield. I may be the only guy that's not. We're going to talk about that tonight, and maybe we'll get into the top 100. With this stacked show, I don't know if we're going to make it, but we're going to try and keep knocking down some of that IGN top 100. All of this and more tonight on State of the Atmosphere. All right, boys and girls, welcome aboard for State of the Atmosphere. I'm your host, Joe's Atmosphere. It's good to see you. And we have got a lot of folks in the house tonight. It's good to see. We got our regulars and a guest I haven't seen in a while, and it's good to see him. Let's start off with our good friend Knock. How you doing, man?
Good, doing good. Getting ready for
Doing
my
good,
vacation
doing
in a couple
good.
days.
Getting into that Starfield stuff, man. Getting
Yeah,
into it.
we'll be playing that all next week. All
I
30
hear you,
days.
brother. Taking a vacation to play a video game. That's what I'm talking about. And then, of course, we've got John Das Wolfen, kick back and relaxed, waiting on his
Yep.
moment to shine. What's going on, man?
Not a lot. Just enjoying the day, playing games,
Yeah.
even though I've got a paper to do. So,
Yeah. You got to manage that this time of year because this is when the new games come out, man. It starts with Madden. It starts the season halfway through the preseason. Madden comes out, and then everybody starts rolling out their shit before Christmas. So,
yeah.
it's not going to be the last one we get.
This is around the time where I don't get any like TV shows done, just because.
No, yeah, you got
Football is the weekend.
That's why you do the binge model. You've got to get the video game in, and then you do the binging later, right? And then, of course, we got Matt, the best backup in the league. What's going on, man?
Not too much. Glad to be here.
I'm glad to see you back on your feet, bro. That's very cool. And we've also got Jed in the house. What's going on, man?
What's up?
I'm sorry you couldn't stick around last night, man. It was fun.
Yeah, did you beat his ass twice?
I didn't kick his ass in the first one. The first one, he got me a couple of times.
Oh, I know. I saw you, but you still won.
But I eked out the win. Yes, I did eke out the win. But the second one was a demolition. You know, okay. Bill Belichick sees the weaknesses and he.
I know. So
you know what I'm saying?
Twice. You
know? Well, listen, we got the regulars in. Now we got some guys that we haven't seen in a while. First, we got Johnny Rock. What's happening, Big Daddy? How you doing there in Vegas?
He's back.
Yes, very cool,
Straight
man.
out of Sin City. What's going on, guys?
It's good to see you, brother. I'm sure you are all over the wrestling news and stuff. CM Punk getting fired and everything.
It's been a rough couple of weeks, man.
Yeah. Now, has Danny started the show yet?
I have not talked to Danny in over a month.
Really?
Yeah, he kind of fell off the map.
Well, he's back streaming again. But
is he?
He and I did. You know that All In show
Yeah.
we did that a couple weeks ago.
Invite.
Yeah, right? What the hell, man? But
Yeah.
anyway, let me get our last guy in here. It's Christian Delorme. What's happening, bro? And he looks like he's having an issue in his backyard. Yep. He's out in his backyard. But if you can get it going, Christian, it's good to see you, man. We'll give him a chance, but he's probably going to drop out. Anyway, yeah, Johnny, we did that. We finally did that one we had in the can. And it was basically, I was hoping it's a warm up for him to get Dark Side of the Ring going on his own channel again. So,
you know, I'm always down to keep doing it. It's
right,
especially
give him a call
with my new work schedule. Like, I'm a lot more open to doing a lot more of this stuff because I work early. I'm on the Joe Rivers schedule now. I work 3:30 in the morning to noon.
There you go. There you go. I hear you, man. I hear you. Well, listen, man, it's good to see you. And like I said, Danny, apparently he's in recovery, apparently, and who knows what's going to happen with him. Yeah, I'm very happy for him. And
I spoke to him about a month ago, and he asked me to call him when I got off work, and I did, and I got no answer.
Yeah. So. Well, you know him. He's still scatterbrained. What are you going to do? He's ADD. What are you going to do?
I blame the weed, but I smoke weed too. So
yeah, what you going to do? What you going to do? But anyway, okay, guys. So let's get started tonight. The first thing we got to talk about is this slate of September movies. And I tell you, it's there's not much coming out this month. Not much that I'm interested in, but I have heard some people are interested in a couple of things. But I can tell you this, they're getting ready for Halloween right now. There is nothing but horror movies on this slate coming out this month. Now we do have to start with, I forgot about this. We do have to start with one that's out in theaters now. It came out on the 1st. And that's Equalizer 3. Has anybody had a chance to see this one yet?
Nope, don't want to.
Okay.
I haven't even seen Equalizer 2.
Really?
The first one.
Well, let's see. Let me get this up here real quick, guys. I'm a fan of the first one myself, but I like Denzel, man. He's good. I don't know that I've seen the second one, and this third one, there's a lot of people going to see it. I have to pull up the box office numbers for last weekend, which I can do real fast. But is anybody even interested in this franchise at all?
I mean, I'll probably check it out when I have a free moment. I have the AMC A list, and
when it's on TNT. I don't know.
We love to go.
Really? So it's not the level of John Wick for you guys, I take it.
No.
I haven't even watched John Wick 4 yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen the last two John Wick movies.
Yeah. Okay, John Wick is amazing. The fourth one is just
3 and 4 are awesome.
Yeah.
Steroid. That's all
I really want to see 3 badly because my girl Holly Berry's in it, so she's one of those hall passes I got in my back pocket. You know what I'm saying? But let's see if I can pull it up here. The box office numbers for last week. Hang on.
What does school have to do with any of this?
I hear you. Let's see. Weekend of the 1st. Here we go. I'm sure it's number 1. Yeah. Looks like it made $34 million. And that's not bad in today's environment, I don't think.
So too.
Barbie's still making double-digit millions. Blue Beetle's falling off the map. My gosh, it's only made $56 million. Wow, that's bad.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame because I saw Blue Beetle and it was not terrible. I enjoyed it a lot more than The Flash. Actually.
Yeah, I keep hearing that. I hear it's not terrible, but you know, when I hear not terrible, that means it's not great either. So why am I going to run out there and see it? You know,
it's what you would expect. And
yeah,
it's basically like at this point it seems like housekeeping for the old DCEU. It's kind of just floating out there, waiting for the James Gunn era to begin.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
Which I keep hearing things about, and I'm like, oh.
Well, here's my problem. While I'm hearing about the James Gunn era, okay, he's starting off with a Superman movie, but I keep hearing about more and more characters being added to this Superman movie.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
like,
how he cast
this
the
is
guy who
giving
looks
me
just like
Dawn of
Henry
Justice vibes here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know about all that. Let's see. We got, E. Clay Thomas is in the house. Very cool. Good to see
It'd
you,
be
man.
great if you pulled all these guys together and then killed them all. I would love that.
like a
Wonder Woman gone,
Suicide Squad.
Flash gone.
right, yeah, like Deadpool
God.
in the Marvel universe. In the comic books, there's actually a storyline. It's like a one shot, I think, isn't it, guys? Where Deadpool kills the entire Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
to see
it
if
was.
he
I
can do
have
it.
it. It came
Yeah,
out in
it's
the 90s.
it's pretty
It came
cool.
out in the 90s, yeah.
Yep. Let's see.
Written by
Gran
Colin
Turismo
Bunn,
is-
who I know.
What's that, bud?
So it's written by Colin Bunn, who I know.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I heard it's a fun story. I heard it's a fun story. Of course, you know.
I prefer The Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe by Garth Ennis.
Oh, really?
That's because I'm a Frank Castle stan. So
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oppenheimer's still in the top 5, but it's dropping off quickly. And Gran Turismo has only
Yeah.
wow, it's only made 28 million with all the good word of mouth I've been hearing about this movie.
I'm going to see
Really?
it for Neil Blomkamp alone. I've never seen him have a miss. I love it. I love his directorial style.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to see it this week.
I've heard.
I'm on vacation. I might go see it. I don't know.
I've heard it's the Rocky movie for racing. That's what I've heard.
I meant to go see it when we had that
yeah.
$4 day.
Well, the thing that intrigued me about seeing it was the fact that it's mostly non-CGI. It's real physical effects in the racing part. And, you know, I didn't get that vibe off of the trailer we saw because, you know, it's got the CGI of the car wrapping around him while he's playing the game and stuff like that. And it made it look like it was going to be CGI heavy. But from what I hear, we didn't see it. They just scratched the surface of that movie with the trailer. You know what I mean? That's what I hear. Which is a good thing. You know, a lot of trailers you see today give away the whole fucking movie when you watch it, you know?
Funny you mentioned that. My girlfriend won't even sit in the theater with me for trailers. I have to text her when the trailers are over because Evil Dead Rise was the final straw for her. She basically said the entire movie was spoiled in the trailers.
It was. It was.
So
the most classic screw up, and I think Knox one of these guys that doesn't watch many trailers either. He tries to go into them kind of blank. I know my daughter does. She'll watch a trailer here and there, but she likes to know nothing. She doesn't want to know anybody's opinion. Nothing. She wants to see a totally blank slate. You know what I mean?
The only single and this has only happened once so far for me, and I've mentioned.
Hey, Shaka Zulu, go ahead.
The only good piece of information that was ever given to me about a movie was during, I think it was Endgame. It was when to go to the bathroom.
When to go to the bathroom.
And that it was perfect. It was as soon as you see Amsterdam, that's when you go to the bathroom because that's when Black Widow went and got Ronin. And I was like that. I didn't care about that scene. So that was like the best advice. So if I ever ask someone about a movie, I'm like, can you pinpoint a spot? Look out for this, whatever. It's like a 3-hour movie. Like if you see this, that's when you go to the bathroom.
That's when you go to the bathroom. You could have a pretty successful website.
I don't know. I think that'd be pretty interesting.
Okay.
Intermission app.
and make it party when you do start
already.
Your YouTube channel, Knock. What you do is when you do reviews, you make the cliffhanger at the end of it. This is when you can go to the bathroom, right? That'll be your tag. Yeah.
Well, I'm not probably going to be doing, what do you do? The spoiler-free reviews? I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah.
Without spoiling.
As long as you tell people that it's not spoiler-free, that it's going to be spoilers, you're in the clear, man. Let's see. Chris Gore said there's an app for that.
Yeah, there is.
It's
called Run P.
Run P?
Yeah. It's called Run and P. Yeah.
There's no such thing as
awesome.
original anymore. Everything's
That is
been done.
awesome.
If it's not been done, it's been shelved.
Right. But the Equalizer started off the month, and what you got there, John?
I got Run P.
Oh, he's got Run P. Let's take a look at Run P.
No, you don't want to do both at the same time.
Right. Don't want to do both at the same time. But
be talented if you could.
Okay, for instance, let's take a look.
Does it give you an example?
Yeah, right. Does it give you an example or?
I think they direct you to the app.
The app itself.
Okay, so you don't have the app. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
But hey, there it is. Run P.
There's a movie review section.
It's going to tell us. It's going to tell us when we can go to the bathroom. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is badass, man. I love it. Let's see. Okay, so
for science. Let me.
Right.
While you're talking,
I just like it had yellow font on the website.
Right.
No, it's just yellow. It's like
it seemed like it was intentional.
This shit had splashes on it too.
I think it's subliminally making me have to go.
All right.
Well, it's interesting because like if you look at the Run P, like the yellow doesn't go all the way to the top of Run. It's like almost a full bladder.
Is there a Run P for this podcast so I know and there's like a good spot?
Right. Well, what we got in the theaters coming up here. Now another one that's not on here. I guess I should go back to this before I bring it back up. This one also started this month. I looked at the monthly one. When did we look at this, John? I don't remember. Don't remember when we looked at this, but the first horror movie of the month is out of the. It's out of a franchise. I can't remember the name of it. But it's The Nun 2.
Yeah.
What franchise?
It's the Conjuring universe.
The Conjuring universe. Yeah,
that Nun movie is just.
Yeah, you didn't like it?
No, and the woman that says she's in the movie says she hasn't got royalties and stuff.
Wow.
She's fighting against the movie company too.
Wow, that ain't no good,
they
man.
Used her likeness too much, and she's not getting the royalties that she deserves from the movie too.
Wow, dude, that ain't no
from
good.
the first one, and so they're doing a second one now. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, does anybody get into The Conjuring? I think I've chronicled the fact that I quit watching horror movies when my daughter left the house when she got up. When she grew up and left the house. I mean, because my wife won't watch them, so and pretty much that dictates what I watch. So,
unless it's like Eldritch horror or Cthulhu-esque type stuff,
right?
I skip it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is interesting, guys. So I'm looking at the people.
The P app.
The People's Poll is one of the features in there.
Okay.
But this one has 3 P times for Barbie, and looks like.
Yeah, dude.
If I'm looking at this right, I think it's 23 minutes in, but I'm not too sure.
Okay.
It basically says, "Run P when Weird Barbie says to Barbie, anyway, I believe in you, go." And it actually gives you a little synopsis of what happens during that time that you would go to the bathroom.
Wow, that's cool.
P time number 2. Run P when Aaron Deacon says, "I'm a man with no power. Does that make me a woman?" And then there's some silly chase scene, and the rest is usually summarized. So and then they give you a third one. So there's legit things to look out for. I think it even.
Well, that sounds like it's the app for you, Knock. There it is.
I don't know. That's a pretty accurate thing because I thought the entire Will Ferrell subplot really took away from the Barbie movie.
It sucked.
Yeah,
it sucked.
The rest of
I
the movie
still
was
haven't
great.
seen
the
it.
Will Ferrell bits. No, you could have cut that out.
The best part of that movie is my boy Ryan Gosling, man. He is the best thing in that movie. He is awesome.
Yeah.
He's badass.
People say he is the best part of the movie.
He is. Nobody's talking about Margot Robbie.
Yeah, nobody is.
Nobody is. It's all about Ken.
Because he's Knuff.
Because he's Knuff. That's right. But anyway, you missed it, man. What was it last month, guys, when we started Mojo Dojo Casa House Productions?
Yeah.
We were using we burned down Hollywood's what we did, and we actually put AI to work, and we came up with what was it, 7 movies we were going to develop?
Something like that.
Yeah, man, it was fun, dude. You need to go back and watch that one. It's an all pink. It's an all pink thumbnail with hot chicks all over it. Gal Gadot and Meg.
It was so cool because the ChatGPT would actually give us a cast.
Yes, the whole thing, man. Yeah.
Title. We just have to give it like a synopsis of like, hey, this is.
You guys are screwing around now, but you realize this is how Skynet happens, right?
This is exactly how Skynet happens.
Yeah,
that's right. Yes.
Yeah, one day it's fantasy casting your favorite fake movies. The next
thing you know, the missiles are flying. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes. What movie's that from? Who knows that reference?
What is it? I
mean, there's a lot of movies that say hallelujah.
No. This one's from a great movie. Imagine Martin Sheen saying it.
Oh, Mars Attacks.
No.
Apocalypse Now.
It's from the Dead Zone.
Oh,
the Dead Zone. The vision he has of Martin Sheen's character.
That sounds like a
Huh? Do what? What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
It just sounded old.
It's very old, but it's fantastic. Christopher Walken at the height of his powers.
Oh, dude, that's a good movie.
And it's fantastic. It's one of the best Stephen King adapted novels ever. What's that, bud? What'd you say?
I said I got psychic powers, and they go with the head.
Right? No, he's really good in it, man. I'd say that's one of the most faithful adaptions of one of his novels. Is the Dead Zone. They did a really good job on that. As a King
fan, I actually concur on that.
Yeah, it was really good. And when you say what's the guy's name that made a series out of it? He was in Vacation. I used to love that guy.
Oh, Anthony Michael Hall.
Michael Hall. That's right. He did the series The Dead Zone. Very cool concept. It's about a guy that's in a car wreck. He's in a coma for 5 years. Everybody moves on with their life away from him, and when he wakes up, whenever he has physical tactile contact with someone, he sees the most important moment in their life. And sometimes it's in the future. And the dead zone refers to the fact that if he sees that dead zone, if there's a pause in it, that means the future can be changed. And it's a wild story, man. You'd have to watch it. It's fantastic. Really,
it was definitely written in King's drug years, but it was
no doubt. That's from the mind of a guy on hallucinogens, no doubt about it. Yeah, but it's a fantastic movie. It's not like It or any of the other really gory things he does. It's more of a mind bender. It's more in the style. I'd say it's more like a Christopher Nolan type of movie.
I've always said if they
could you imagine if Christopher Nolan did a take on the Dead Zone, that would be pretty awesome, man. It really would. But anyway, let's get back to this month's rundown here. Let's see what we've got. I think the next one, like I said, it's a lot of horror movies. If you're into chick flicks, my big Fat Greek Wedding 3 is coming out. I'm not necessarily into that stuff.
Why are they making a third?
Because chicks like,
the first one
Greek weddings, I guess.
That second one was just
remember, that's not for you.
It's not made for us, bro.
I got dragged to see both of those.
I actually asked our buddy Martin about this one, Satanic Hispanics.
Huh.
What?
And he's actually looking forward to this. Yeah.
Why does it say 2022 on it?
That sounds cool.
Yeah, I don't know why it's saying
that. May have been when they filmed it.
They find it full of dead Latinos.
Yeah. Listen to this. When police raid a house in El Paso, they find it full of dead Latinos and only one survivor, known as the Traveler. He is taken to the police station for questioning. There, he recounts tales of horror from his life, chronicling portals leading to other worlds.
That sounds fucking cool.
It does sound cool, man. Yeah. Satanic Hispanics coming to a theater near you on what date is that?
Now, is it straight horror or is it comedy horror?
It's a straight horror. That's what it says.
Oh wow, okay. With a title like that, you'd think more comedy horror.
Right, that's what you think.
Like Zombievers.
No, they're very straight to the point in this one.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Very Snakes on a Plane.
Snakes on a Plane. There you go.
What's this movie about? It's about snakes on a plane.
It's about snakes on a plane. What's this movie about? Satanic Hispanics, man. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Demons with Tacos, I guess.
That's my birthday too, by the way.
Hey, they already did that in Dust Till Dawn.
September 14th. September 14th is my birthday.
Is it? Happy birthday to you.
Hey.
Yeah, man. Well, friggin' maybe you should go see that on your birthday.
Doesn't sound like me.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This looks like The Haunting of Venice. Looks like the
It's Hercule
Is it the one? Is this from the series, like the Orient Express and that stuff?
Yeah, it's an Agatha Christie.
It's an Agatha Christie. Okay, that's what I thought, because he looks like he's playing that same detective.
Yeah.
Poirot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure.
Michelle Yeoh in it too. That's
yeah. There you go.
It looks like he's got a great cast.
Yeah, it does.
That looks like a cast.
The trailer didn't grab me. But
Wait, hang on.
You can't really go wrong with Kenneth Branagh and
Is
Michelle
this a
Yeoh.
horror?
Hang on, I've got it.
No, it's not a horror movie.
Agatha Christie.
Agatha Christie. It's a mystery. It's a murder mystery.
I watched all the old
ones.
Let's see. We're having. Whoa, really? Uh-oh. Apparently, we're down on Rumble. Weird.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Let me go check Rumble just a second.
Oh man, have they been canceled?
No, we haven't been canceled. It was running fine. I don't know what would be up with that.
Rumble's
It's me,
down.
I'm your CM Punk.
Oh, Rumble is down. Period.
There's a bunch of channels that are down right now.
Okay. Well, there you go. All right.
They're having problems. That's it.
There you go. And it just went back up. It just went back up just now.
Yeah,
that's weird.
They're just having problems.
But yeah, this is Murder on the Orient Express. I'm sure you've heard of that one. And then what? Murder on the Nile? Was that the second one? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But these are murder mysteries, man. And I haven't seen any of them, but I want to see them because of that guy right there. Kenneth Branagh is, to me, one of the better movie makers going today. If you've never looked at his filmography, man, it's really cool. Of course, he directed Thor, the original Thor movie, because he's a huge Thor nut.
He played Gilderoy Lockhart in the second Harry Potter movie as well.
Yep.
Perfect.
But if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry, what'd you say, Matt?
The only bad movie I can remember him being in is Wild West.
Yeah, right. He was the guy with no legs, right?
Yep. That's the only bad movie I can
That's
think of
because
him
somebody
being in.
owed the producer a favor.
Yeah, but you know, right? That's the guy that wanted to make a Superman movie with a spider in it, right?
With a giant spider, which I did like the homage to in The Flash.
Yes,
Nicolas Cage playing a giant spider.
Very cool. Yes,
Yeah.
but you can say what you want about that Wild Wild West movie. Yeah, it's a bad movie, but he's great in it.
He's the only thing great in it.
It's the only good part in it, man.
And Kevin Kline's great in it too.
Bad? How do you make Kevin Kline look bad?
But anyway, if you haven't seen his, it's almost an autobiographical movie. You can tell he's the child character in it, but he made a movie that was up for Best Picture. I think wasn't last year. I think it was the year before.
Was it Belfast?
Belfast. It's awesome. If you haven't seen that movie, I'm Irish, so of course I had to watch it. And it takes place at the height of the Protestant Catholic riots and stuff there in Belfast. And it's clear he is the boy that's the main character of the show, because the first thing you see him doing, he's sitting on a curb waiting on one of his siblings, and he's reading a Thor comic book. And he said in interviews that's his favorite, comic book.
There's been a lot of directors putting out movies where like they're basically like fantasy casting their own life. Like Spielberg just did it with the Fablemans too.
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's almost like an autobiography, but it's fictionalized just enough to not be a note for note retelling of their lives.
Yep. Okay, let's get back to it.
I'd like Brad Pitt to play me.
Right? Camp Hideout comedy, whatever. A lot of these look goofy as shit, and like I said, there's a lot of.
Ooh, that looks kind of Route 60, the biblical.
Route 60,
highway.
the biblical highway.
What is that?
Let's take a look at this. What is this?
I thought that was like a sci-fi or something. Oh, it's from Fathom.
It's from Fathom. That means it's privately funded religious stuff.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be like a cool sci-fi or something.
It's like Left Behind.
Yeah, that's probably.
I saw that.
Or Sound of Freedom.
Man, I tell you what, friggin' the Left Behind novels are good.
They get dark.
They've never done the movies right though. They
didn't.
That's
Yeah.
because Kirk Cameron wants everything to be hunky dory.
Yeah,
and,
but I was
and
like,
you can't do it that way.
"Oh."
You can't do it that way.
He
you know?
doesn't. He doesn't want to
can't.
dip into the darker aspects.
It's Revelations, man. There's got to be some bad guys. In
Yeah,
it, you
and
know
I
what
was
mean?
like,
Come
why
on.
is the movie not like the book? What the hell? Like,
Latino Slant says nerds. Nerds.
what's up,
How you doing, buddy boy?
Polly?
It's good to see you, Paulie. Hey, if you want a link, I'll send you one, man. Just let me know. I'll let you can come in here and say what you'd like about the movies coming up. Love to hear what you think of the what is the name of that one?
Hispanics.
Satanic Hispanics. Yeah, man. That looks like something off the chain right there. But yeah, if you want a link, Paulie, just let me know. Anyway, what's the next one we've got on here? Yeah, the next one's the Expendables. Now, guys, you're gonna laugh at me probably, but and this is on the 22nd. It's coming out. I have not ever seen one Expendables movie. I have never seen any of them.
The first two. I don't think I ever saw the third one.
And I've just, I can't get into it, man. I can't.
Dude, when we played
There's no
that
real
trailer,
storyline.
was
You don't want to
to
see an 85-year-old Sly Stallone
No, that's not it.
Like-
That's not it. Here's the thing.
doing.
These
doing
guys
better
make
cardio
great
than
movies.
me?
They really do. They make great movies on their own, but this is testosterone overload, bro.
Well,
Dude,
I mean, come
this
on.
is a hard R now. We're back to how it should be. Not that pussy PG bullshit.
Look at the poster. How Statham's name's on top of Stallone's. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, Statham kind of is the main.
Well,
dude.
you got Statham, Stallone, 50 Cent. I'm like,
50 Cent? He's an action hero?
Yeah,
What?
he has been for
You
a
haven't
long
seen it?
time.
Oh no.
You never saw Get Rich or Die Trying?
Dude, he's been like that for a while.
Hey, Christian,
Hey,
what's going
Christian.
on, man? Couldn't
Hey,
get it going on the
Christian.
phone? Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just fine, bud.
Yeah, my apologies. It seems streaming from my backyard is the equivalent of streaming from the moon. So I apologize.
You're fine, man. You're fine. How you been, brother?
I've been good. 2 days off. This is my second day off. Knock, let me tell you I love you, man. All right. Yeah. Well, you don't need to love me back. It's all good. I'm that kind of man. Small Town Republic, let me tell you, I've been watching Joe streams for a good year now, and your wittiness is just awesome.
It's up to change. I try to keep up with them, but I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sitting here producing the show, and I have to go back and watch it to see what sailed over my head because I was paying attention to something else, man.
Like Matt is so cool, and let me tell you, as a fresh Canadian from Canada, I get 90% of your jokes. So good on you, Matt.
Translate. Nice.
And John, I love you, man, and good on you. You're a better man than me. You've lost what 100 pounds so far. I cannot even quit smoking. So good
I'm
on
up
you,
to
John.
130. So
130,
Wow.
he's up to. Yeah,
Wow.
he's still
Wow.
doing it, man.
And
He's making us
Jed,
all look bad.
Yeah.
I know he's making us all look bad, but Jed, I love your laughter. It's not evil, but it's wicked. I love it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
And Johnny Rock, I don't know you, dude, but I love you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
He used
And,
to do the wrestling show with me, buddy. Yeah.
Oh, wrestling. Oh, I love wrestling, but I go back to wrestling in the 80s and the early 90s, and after that, like I was done.
I mean,
Yeah.
good legacy of French Canadian wrestlers out there. The Rougeos.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Rougeos,
Kevin Owens.
absolutely. There's other ones.
Bret,
I'm sorry.
the Harts.
I'm sorry, gentlemen.
They're Calgary. They're not really. French
We
Canadian.
know what you're doing, buddy. The old Milwaukee is flowing.
Dino
I got
Bravo.
you. Yeah.
Dino Bravo is French Canadian.
Yeah,
But-
so did you see what Paulie
It does
said?
not. It
No,
does
what do you
not
say?
mean.
Let's see. Walking my dogs. Hang on, real quick. Polly says, walking my dogs, but if you guys are still on when I get back, I can jump on. No problem. Just let us know in the chat. We will get you a link,
Mhm.
buddy.
Yep.
No problem.
And
Then if we get a ninth person, we'll have 9 windows. We'll be like the Brady Bunch.
It'd be great,
But-
man.
But not only that, Latino Slant, you're the only one I know that can wear a fedora and make it look good.
Dude,
Yeah,
the
everybody
guy's
else
style,
is an
he's
asshole.
pimping all the time.
Yeah, you
he's
got
pimping
style,
all the time.
man.
Yeah.
No
You
doubt.
got style.
Nope,
Well,
just
let me
get
ask
a
you this.
fedora and try it out. Okay,
Let me,
got it.
yeah, right. Let me ask you this, Christian. Do you keep up with the Expendables series? Do you watch those?
I love that. I love Chuck Norris and Sylvester exchanging like Expendable 2. I just love that because you know what? I was born in 1971. These are all my childhood heroes.
Yeah.
Sylvester, Chuck Norris, Arnold, Bruce Willis. I just love it.
Yeah, me personally, I like their older movies. I guess I'll have to watch these eventually, but it's not the top of my list. It really isn't.
Well, it's interesting. We get turnover in these, and like when you get to the bottom of the list, I don't know those.
Well, let me add something to the conversation. They almost added Michael Paré to the mix of Expendable, but that guy was unavailable because of scheduling, whatever that means. Yeah. So no, I love it. I love it.
That's
Joe.
amazing. How does Michael Paré pass up being in that movie? I mean, he's been making. Dude, have you watched the movies he's made over the years?
I did.
God, they're horrible. Oh my God,
they are, and he's missing out with Arnold and Sylvester and Bruce Willis because of scheduling.
I mean,
hell no, I wouldn't turn that down. Hell,
I'm telling you, I wouldn't either. But then again, Mike has always stepped to the beat of his own drum. He really has, man. One of my guilty pleasures. I do dig the Blood Rain series. It's bad. it's what's that director's name that makes those?
Uwe Ball. I was just
yes.
Say,
oh my God.
Can we get Uwe Ball to direct an Expendables movie, please?
Right.
Okay, Michael Paré did a lot of good movies, but his best one is Streets of Fires. And
Streets of Fire is awesome.
I agree with that.
Produced by Eugene Levy, a great Canadian all-star.
Yep.
That's all I gotta say. And there was a great with William Dafoe. There was a great sledgehammer fight at the end.
Yeah.
Where two main
pick hammers. They were railroad tie pick hammers. Yeah.
Very good, Joe.
Pretty awesome.
By the way, Joe, there's a reason I look like I do. It's only because we got Louisiana and Missouri weather. Okay.
Do you? Is it sweltering up there, buddy?
Oh, Jesus. It's like 40 humidex up here, which is like 110 Fahrenheit. We white pasty frogs are not used to this kind of weather.
Right. I know you're not. Absolutely.
Bring us like weather.
I'll try and bring it with me I'll try and bring it with me. I'm going up there the third week of the month.
The rest of the panel needs to step up.
I think my chest hair
game. If you want to compete with Christian, that's right. Look out! There goes Knock!
Clay Thomas. I'm surprised you did not look at my crucifix here, which was blessed.
No, I like the crucifix. I noticed it, man, for sure.
But again, I'm not trying to be sexy with you guys. I'm just trying to be cool with you guys. All right.
I would definitely watch it for her. And if this is rated R,
no, it's a hard R. I did it on the MF for 2 weeks ago. We played.
Really?
Tony Jaa is the guy from the Raid.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna watch the trailer here.
Is the guy from the Raid, and I'm really looking forward to him in this movie.
Yeah.
That guy is so fast. So fast.
Now, guys, our hard R in Canada is soft porn with commercials on cable TV. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Okay, so we've got right near the end of the month on the 29th, we've got a couple of them that we've got another situation where we're going to have a couple of big movies going head to head. Of course, Saw, this is the 10th go round on Saw. So, I mean, it's probably not going to make as much as the other ones have made, but this is a beloved series. Jigsaw is a beloved bad guy.
They just need to kill that series and let it rest for a while.
They did. They let it rest for a while.
No.
Well, they brought it back.
Yeah. I mean, who knows what's going to happen with it. But
and now, Joe, real quick before you go up to Creator, go one more back a day.
Okay.
I just noticed the blind. So is this like the blind sign without Michael Orr? Like.
Listen to it.
I was kind of curious about that one.
No, I think this. No, it doesn't look like that. Long before Phil Robertson was reality TV star. He fell in love and started a family. And no, I've heard enough.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Okay.
That's okay.
So you're talking
I
about,
watched
about a
that
duck
David
hunter.
Lynch movie,
Looks
The
like a
blind-
chick flick. Looks like a
wait,
chick
wait,
flick.
wait, that's where the wife gonna put a blindfold on his ass.
It's a it's a Christian movie. It's about Phil Robinson, the guy that the duck caller, whatever that show he was on.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So,
Also
well,
known as,
what I want to do
Terry
with
Brad-
this one,
He was
the
known as Terry
creator,
Bradshaw's
looked
backup
pretty-
quarterback.
I'm just now hearing about this, and I
Yeah,
really
years
dig
ago,
the
yeah.
guy that's in it. I'd like John David.
I
like
want to
Ryan
see
Johnson.
this. Yeah.
I mean, right now it
Yeah.
says post-apocalyptic thriller. Like I'm already in.
yeah.
You're already
yeah.
in with that one, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
And
let's
Gareth Edwards,
let me
so-
go ahead and set this up, and we'll go ahead and watch the trailer real quick. Hang on, that means I have to
Yeah.
stop sharing real fast and switch things around and make sure we don't have sound going or anything like that. All right, here we go. Got that. Pause that. And can we go full screen on this? Doesn't look like it.
I
Okay,
think
so
you
I'm gonna
can.
have to pull it up. You guys vamp real quick while I grab it. And let's see. We got the creator.
Yeah, it's just pretty interesting. If you hadn't brought it up, I was definitely gonna bring it up. I saw the commercial a few days ago. It looked really interesting. Very futuristic.
Mhm. It does. It does.
Kinda
look
like,
cool.
on my radar for a while now.
It kind of reminded me of like a little bit of AI.
Okay, so we've got the trailer here. Let me get it up here, and we'll do like we usually do. We'll stop it every once in a while so we don't get popped. Put it through our little
you
shake
get
and bake
popped.
machine. Put it through our little shake and bake machine here, and see how it goes. All right, present arms. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Boom. And yeah, there it goes. See, you can tell the military guys in the house. They know what I'm saying. All right. So let's get into what's going on with the creator.
When the war started, they predicted me. Took better care of me than humans would have.
Ooh, is that those are androids?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. So yeah.
Robots. Oh shit, we got
Dude, it's all.
Before they had one of the robots carrying it to the team.
Yep.
10 years ago today, the artificial intelligence created to protect us detonated a nuclear warhead in Los Angeles.
What?
No, that's not a loss.
Never.
That's
This
not a
is
loss.
bogus already. This is bogus.
Yeah,
Never
this
do it.
is like Terminator all over again.
Yeah, that's what it looks
That-
like.
That's not a loss. It's
This
just
is
LA.
a message from the
Right.
Lord.
It's just LA. Like
That's a
Okay.
benefit.
you gotta like nuke someplace somebody loves.
Very existence.
Sergeant Taylor, we are this close to winning the war. But the AI are developing a super weapon. Retrieve it. Or they win.
Uh-oh. Is that a
It's so
robot
evil.
kid?
But a smoochum or whatever.
It looks like a robot kid.
That
Look
is
at
a robot
Look at
kid.
the backside of his head.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. All right. Let's keep going here. The weapon? Ooh, the Rogue One director.
Yeah, just a kid.
Yeah, Garth Edwards.
Are you going to heaven?
No. You gotta be a good person to go to heaven.
So we're the same. We can't go to heaven because you're not good. And I'm not a person.
Do you have any idea what the thing is?
She looks like a little girl now, but she's growing. Whoever has that kid wins the war.
Whoa.
Interesting premise, man. Wow.
Whoa.
That
Was
looks
this the
tripping
golden
dick.
child or some shit?
You know, it looks like the golden child inside the Terminator movie,
Yeah,
right?
it does. Golden child.
With a little bit of that. Did you guys ever see Elysium with Neil Blomkamp?
Yeah, I did.
I have not
it's
seen
got kind
Elysium
of a
yet,
Blomkamp
no.
vibe to it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The robots even kind of look like Chappie.
What do you want, sweetie?
For robots to be free.
Shit.
Oh.
Free the bots, people. Free the bots.
I told you this is Chat GPT and Roombas. This is where it all starts.
I cannot.
Okay.
I cannot wait to have a trash can robot, so I don't have to.
I am all in. That looks fucking amazing.
You know,
that
see their heads
really
look like
good.
one of those?
That looks really good, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yep.
I'm down with that.
Gareth Edwards has earned a lot of goodwill from me from his movies. So I'll go see one of his.
What
movies
else has he made besides Rogue One?
Oh, he's got a list.
Which I mean, I guess I could look it up, but
click on his name.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, all right. Just share it real quick and we'll throw it up. E. Clay Thomas says Denzel's son as an okay actor, but I don't know if he can pull off a lead role. I liked him in Tenet, man. I thought he was good.
I did.
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah,
and he
I liked
sounds
him in
just
Tenet.
like his dad. He sounds just like his dad.
He sounds like he doesn't look anything like him though. He looks more like his mom.
You know, he used to be a football player. I think he played in the NFL too.
Really?
Yeah.
In the NFL? Wow.
Yeah, he came from football.
Huh. Cool. Down with that.
He directed the first Godzilla movie.
Can you blow that up just a little bit, John? Just
The one with
scroll it
Cranston?
open. There you go. Let's see. The first Godzilla movie.
Is that the one with Cranston?
You talking about the
2014.
The
2014
current?
Godzilla movie.
All right.
He also wrote
I've seen Monsters. Yeah,
Monsters is a very good movie.
Mm-hmm.
And he also did. He came out of digital effects, is where he came from.
Really? Well, I can tell you this: Rogue One's the best thing that Disney Star Wars has put on the big screen.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm down. What I saw in that trailer looks awesome, man.
Well, now earlier when you mentioned trailers, I did think of Rogue One in the sense that there's at least one line, if not two lines, in that Rogue One trailer that are not even in the movie. So
that's the way it always is, though.
Yeah,
there's always stuff in trailers that never make it to the movies.
Yeah, because they're putting it together out of cuts that they've shot, and who knows what ends up on the cutting room floor.
And they admit
you know what I
stuff
mean?
too, like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Now,
I do like that, and like Disney does that.
E. Clay says, "Oh well, I didn't like Tenet. Laugh out loud." Hey man, yeah, it's personal choice. I know a lot of people didn't like that one, but I dug it. I thought it was cool. Yeah,
It's a very
Christian,
big
what's up,
brain
man?
movie. It's a very big brain movie.
This whole woke wave that's been going on since Trump got elected, I'll tell you one thing: it really suffers in me with entertainment. This whole woke. You notice the dad was black. And on and on. It just turns me off. It doesn't matter how great the script is. It's like, why couldn't you put a white guy in there? Why couldn't you see? That's my only issue with a lot of entertainment nowadays since Trump got elected.
Yeah.
Wokeness. Again, wokeness will kill a good script because that was a good movie. Okay. That looked like a good story and all that. But I'm looking at this and like, you're pandering to us. You put a black man and you put a what they call nowadays a BIPOC woman, BIPOC girl. It just turns me off. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And far from it being racist, that's not the point. The point is wokeness. And it just turns me off.
Have you seen Razor Fist's latest video about that?
No, I didn't.
It is pretty. You need to go check that out. It's good.
I will. Does he agree with me?
Yeah, he does. But it has more to do with if you keep that up, you're going to end up going broke, and you.
I saw that video, but again, I don't mind black people. I love black people. I'm watching them. From on Paramount Plus right now. Yeah, because we got
I heard that's a good show.
It's a wonderful
Didn't Gary
show.
cover that on Pop Culture Minefield? Isn't that one of the shows he did on Fantastic?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. It's a great show. The only problem is once you see wokeness in entertainment, you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
Okay. And it takes away from the beauty of the script writers and all that.
Yeah.
So again, like that was a great, how do you say it in English? Premise. That was wonderful. The only problem is you guys had to insert a person of color, a BIPOC color, and all that. That's such a turnoff to me. Who's not a racist?
But it could be, I'm not really getting that vibe off of that one.
That doesn't
get
seem
more of
like,
a futuristic vibe off of it. I mean, it looked like there was Asians in it, all kinds of stuff.
It looked like a very, it looked like a global story, and it looked like a global story that they're trying to tell.
and it's Denzel Washington's kid who is trying to start his career. I mean, you see how we're split on Tenet, and that's one thing we never do here is poo-poo on what people like. But like for instance, E. Clay Thomas didn't like Tenet,
And the
but I dug
sound
it.
was awful in that
It's
movie.
People can read it different ways.
I
I
mean, I'm
didn't
a
see it
fan.
the
I got
way
it right
you saw
behind
it
me.
there, man. I've got a copy of it too. Yeah, for sure. But I hear what you're saying. When I see it, when I get slammed in the face with it, I turn it off.
Well,
right
the
away,
English word I think I'm looking for is pandering. You're pandering to me, and it's so bloody obvious that it's just a turnoff.
This
And it doesn't matter how
me
good
as that with this movie. Now, like to me, the most egregious form of pandering was the Josh Trank Fantastic Four movie, which I still have not seen. To this day.
I still haven't watched that one. I boycotted that, and I told people don't even waste your money on that.
My angry nerd hat, but like, okay, the Fantastic Four has always been about family. They're the first family of Marvel.
Right.
So, okay, you have 4 of them. 2 of them are married, and 2 of them are blood siblings. How are you going to turn the blood siblings? I mean, make Mr. Fantastic the black guy. Make Ben Grimm the black guy.
Yeah,
You
that would have
don't
made more
split up
sense.
the only
Sue
2
Storm
blood
and Johnny
relatives
Storm
in
can't be 2
Fantastic
different
Four.
races. It doesn't work that way.
But
And
okay.
it's no disrespect to Michael B. Jordan. I love him as an actor.
He's a great actor, but
but like, I'm sorry,
Johnny
he was
Rock.
not the right pick for Johnny Storm at all.
Yeah, for sure.
But Johnny Rock, let's go back to what I think. Okay, Fantastic Four were all white people, right? If you want black people, why don't you make your own characters black?
Yeah.
Okay, and I might even like it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like Black Panther,
Why
that
do
was
you
a
need-
great show.
Like
you know?
That was a great
I
show.
think Spawn was probably the first mainstream black superhero.
Yeah, exactly. But
In the
anyway,
90s.
I'm sorry. I might look like an asshole here. I apologize.
You're
but
not.
wokeness,
You're not.
Wokeness has really put a really.
But remember, this isn't my political show, so we're gonna change
All right, cool.
gears.
Cool.
I do want to talk
Sorry, Joe.
My main question is, Matt, what did you get for Popeyes?
Oh, I got a spicy chicken sandwich.
How did you know he got Popeyes? And their spicy chicken sandwich is badass, by the way.
That's why.
Yeah, the drink.
Casually showing. You know, there was
Christian. Do you have Popeyes up there?
Yeah, we do. It's just very dry. We got something better, Mary Brown's, that comes out of the East Coast, Newfoundland.
Okay.
You would know Newfoundland, Joe.
Okay.
It's,
there was and I still have it probably on Twitter somewhere. I posted a picture of it. I don't know if you remember. I think it was last year, or year before, at the Super Bowl. During the national anthem, there was a guy sitting in the background with a beer can, and he was just holding it like this. Like he would look at it and he'd make sure like the title was there, and it was like free branding. Like he was just like holding
free brand.
Like you got millions of people watching. You got companies spending millions of dollars to get ad revenue on this thing, and then you just have a guy in the background behind the speaker just holding the beer like that.
now let me tell you.
I didn't notice that. I was too busy crying.
Let me tell you,
poor
Americans.
guys. Yeah.
Let me tell you, Americans. We have Popeyes up here, which is less greasy than KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
But you did import Papa John's pizza, which is really good.
Yeah.
We got that in Canada. So
Very cool.
Good on you, Americans. And thank God, Americans, you have Ponderosa.
Oh, I haven't been to one of those in a long time.
Oh,
Yeah, I haven't been one of those in a long time.
Well, all right, guys.
Well,
that is the slate of movies. I'm sorry. Go ahead, John. I'm sorry. I thought
I was going to say Canada created poutine, so they get a pass on food.
There you go.
I absolutely adore that.
John, let me add to that. Poutine and French strippers.
There you go.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about. Now he's talking my language right there. Dirty old men love that shit. No doubt.
There's another movie that I want to see that's on this list.
You have always got one movie.
Just one. Just one.
Yeah,
okay.
Every horror.
I'm telling you, there's no telling what this is. Throw it up. If you want to talk about it, throw it up. Go ahead. Because I already killed it. So throw it up real quick.
While he's doing that, I did want to mention one thing in the 2015 Fantastic Four. Yeah. There were a lot of bad casting choices.
There were.
The Ben Grimm casting was rough.
Come on, the whole thing was bad.
Oh,
they clearly made that movie just to keep the license. That was it.
Disney Marvel's
57
terrible.
seconds. Okay. Let me see.
Jamie Lannister?
We got Morgan Freeman, and I don't know who that guy is.
That's Josh
Hutcherson.
Yep.
Oh, it's PETA.
When a tech blogger lands an interview with a tech guru, he stops an attack on him, and he finds a mysterious ring that takes him back 57 seconds into the past.
Huh, that's from
wow.
Hunger Games. That's the
it's a guy from Hunger Games.
He was a child actor. I think he was in RV with Robin Williams. I think that was his son. Yep.
That's a blessing to us married man who says the wrong thing to his wife.
No shit, bro.
Right.
Christian is right.
I'm not sure. I'm sure it's probably going to be like Amazon or Netflix or something.
Yeah.
But that's something I'm kind of looking forward to because I like the premise.
Yeah, it sounds cool. I mean, just look at what was that weapon that was in Galaxy Quest? How many seconds did it send you back? I don't remember. Was it like 1 minute or something like that?
Yeah.
Into the past?
Yeah.
I mean, 57 seconds could make a difference if you like you're about to be killed or something, right?
Yeah.
You know? E. Clay Thomas says, I can eat Popeyes. I can't eat Popeyes because my butthole isn't made of asbestos. Damn, bro.
Nice.
Well, apparently we got a Cane's here. Apparently Cane's is made.
Yeah, Cane's
I don't like
thing here too.
So I
I'm
thought
not
I'd
a
give it a
fan.
try this weekend, but I mean,
Their sauce is weird too.
I hadn't seen it before. It just
We
made
got
it-
a slim pickings here.
Their chicken is super dry at Cane's.
I'm hoping Zaxby's makes its way up here too. I hear good things about that.
Zaxby's is down here for sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe.
I hear it's making its way to Carolina, so I'm hoping it'll come to Virginia.
Sorry, Joe. Just a note to you guys, the panel in the chat. My wife and my daughter just showed home, so I'll be a little less intense. Just to let you know.
It's fine, man. You're good.
All right.
You're always good, brother. Okay. Our next thing we've got going tonight is, and I'm sure my panel of Star Wars levels will dig this. We're going to get into the latest.
Oh God, I saw this.
No way, Jed. Jed, no one's forcing you to stay, Jed.
God.
No one's forcing you to stay.
Serenity now on this one.
And doesn't she have a trait of lesbianship, right? With the other
Don't
chick?
get me started.
I don't know.
on
Come on, Jed. Let's
I
get
don't
you
know.
started, Jed. Make this entertaining.
I don't know.
You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
Yeah,
Right. You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
I already seen it, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
See, I'm a shit disturber. I'm actually a Trekkie who eggs on Star Trekkers or
Star Wars guys. Yeah.
Star Wars
I got
guys.
you.
Thank you, Joe.
Mhm. Gotcha.
I'm more of a Stargate guy myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
his
with
jam.
Knox.
Is
I prefer
Stargate.
Star Warrior.
I do both.
Go big on John, Joe.
Well, this go big on John. What? Oh! What's he got there? Let's see. What's he doing? Star Wars, baby.
That's a good
there it
shirt.
is.
It's
John,
the
that's awesome.
it's the cover of the comic book from
Yeah.
the 70s. The
Marvel comic.
The Marvel
Yeah.
comic book. Yeah.
Hey, John.
That was great.
John, let me tell you, as we are friends on the internet, I did not watch my first Star Wars movie until I was 23. All right. I'm a Trekkie.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
But I hope you don't use that against me in our friendship.
No,
Christian.
Hey man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you this.
Talk Star
Something.
Trek,
Star
man.
Trek. You can thank them for one thing: conventions. They started it. Those
Yeah.
guys, those Trekkers. Whenever that show started getting going again, and it was when I was a kid. We used to run home to see Captain Kirk and Spock every afternoon after school. It came on at 3:00 in the afternoon, and we had to see him busting things up. Wagon Train to the Stars. Had to watch it, man. You know, it got its second life in the 70s, and they started having conventions in the late 70s, and then it was on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, and
it
then
just kept building.
I don't know, Christian. Did you ever see The Archivist on our other channel and stuff, and other places?
No, but I will look it up, Jay.
I used to hang out with the original OG cast with my parents.
All right.
So yeah.
Okay, back to
By the
Star
way,
Wars.
But in this one, hang on. Let me go ahead and
I love both. So
let me go ahead and read the premise here. Hera risks her career to help her friends with Ahsoka and Sabine confront enemies. I actually liked this episode. I enjoyed it. I thought it was
Hera
pretty
can
good.
risk anything as long as I'm involved.
it's just no.
Well, I mean, I know you're not enjoying it, Jed.
Oh, and we found out who that motherfucker in the mask was now.
Did we?
Nobody.
Because I just saw him get turned to ash.
He's nobody.
Yeah,
he was
he's a nobody.
He was created by the Night Sister.
Night Sister. It was just Night Sister smoking a fucking
That's how they
outfit.
created.
That's all it was.
Is that what that was? Because I was wondering what happened there. I didn't know what had happened there.
Wow, you guys.
The cloud of sentient.
All right, hold it. One at a time. One at a time. What are you saying, Knock?
He didn't appear until after the Night Sister was broken out of jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all I was going to say is you guys are so vulgar. As a truck driver, I'm offended.
Christian,
hey man, when we get into
over to the
Starfield,
bro,
John's
you
got some stuff you're gonna like. But Johnny, what were you gonna say there, sir?
Oh, I was saying, I thought when he died, I thought he was actually a cloud of sentient bees. And I'm like, that's the coolest Dark Jedi I've ever seen. He's like Brilliant Ants from Rick and Morty.
I like E. Clay Thomas's, just the smoke monster from Lost.
Right? I was thinking. I was looking for Thanos. I was like, who snapped the fucking glove, man?
No, I literally yelled at. I said, "That's the motherfucker from Lost." I was like, "Oh my god!"
As soon as that clock came out, I knew exactly what it was. Especially because it was green. It was actually green smoke too.
Now, how did you guys know that the witches made this thing? How did
because
you know
the Night
Sister in the
shows,
you can make zombies.
Yeah, cartoons.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's something that I wouldn't know about, right? So I'm right to be confused about it. Yeah, okay,
you're right to be confused.
Right.
Me and Knock know what's up.
Okay,
and that's the reason why I got so angry.
Well, you got to be happy. Well, Jed, you got to be happy that it wasn't. It wasn't Star Killer or.
I was just.
They also were speculating it was the guy they're looking for, right?
That is the silver lining there. But
it couldn't be Ezra though.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying.
I rolled out immediately because if Ezra was back, that means Thrawn's already back. And if they
I'm going to say that. Hang on. The thing about Ezra leaving was that Ezra could have befriended the whales to come back and then been manipulated by the Night Sister to turn back. That was just because he came back doesn't necessarily mean Thrawn back because he had a more affinity with force using animals.
And I'm still saying
and the space whales are force using tuned with it. So I think that's the running theory.
You still may see Darth Maul come back.
I thought it would be
They're dropping a
female.
lot of his hints.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
not
He's dead. He's dead.
All right, hold it. Matt, go ahead.
I thought it may be a female based on what we've seen from Disney lately with like Ant-Man 2 and Black Widow, where they've done some of those type reveals where your expectations are subverted and it's a woman.
Right.
So that's what I thought they would. That's the direction.
I think they have enough females on this show already. Really.
I know, right?
Not enough. Not enough.
Not enough. Not near enough. But that ass, though. But that ass.
Dude,
Yeah, Sabine. Yeah.
he's thinking about
Hello. It's not about the ass. It's about the boobs.
Yeah.
All right, it's about the boobs.
It's a personal preference, Christian.
No. Universal likeness.
No, this
double
is no.
D's make the world go round.
No. We've talked about this before.
And,
you like them thick?
We did, and I showed you wrong. All right, and you're still arguing with me. And Knock, let me tell you, Knock, you would make a great hockey fan. Your love for the NFL, you would make a great hockey fan. You come to the dark side, my friend. You come to the dark side.
I've been open to hockey. I would have to learn the rules and the teams.
Hey, Christian.
Right now,
It's really simple.
I'm learning college football right now. That's
no. College football is for pussies because you can always run out. You can always run out of bounds. When you're playing hockey and some guy's calling you out, you got to fight him.
Yeah, there you know how to use
our
play
fists in hockey.
So.
I went to a boxing match and a hockey game broke out. Yeah.
There we go, Joe. The ultimate stereotype.
All right, let's get back
Joe,
on
am I the only
topic,
big
guys.
hockey
Listen,
nut in this
I'll
group?
tell you what I liked about this show. I liked the fact that we had some. My favorite part of it, I've told you this several times, is the Jedi versus the Sith. We had a lot of lightsaber fighting in this, and I dug it. I thought it was
that was
awesome.
so
not
minimal.
Sith, Dark
That
Jedi.
was so minimal, Joe.
Hmm?
It's all about
They're fallen
that
Jedi.
was so
They're not
minimal.
Sith.
They are not Sith.
And they're not Jedi either.
They're not Sith. Yeah.
They're fallen Jedi.
Yeah, and we almost got
Hence the
scissoring
name
if
of the
it wasn't for
episode. I
cable
believe it
TV.
was called
Yep.
Fallen Jedi, wasn't it?
It was.
Mhm.
Hey,
Yep.
Joe, we almost got scissoring if it wasn't for cable TV.
Oh man, if it wasn't for
So,
Disney, yeah.
What
right?
if?
Yeah, exactly.
and I haven't heard anybody espouse this yet. What if the title "Fallen Jedi" is in reference to Ahsoka and Anakin?
That's okay. This is my
I got
question,
that.
guys.
I
And
got
look,
that.
Titles
Matt,
always cover
Matt,
both of them.
I got that. 90% of your joke, I got it in Canada. Thanks,
Oh.
Matt.
Well, it was.
it's not a joke. The end of it. The end
It
of
is a joke.
This is my question
because
at
we
the end
live
of the
in
movie.
Canada.
This is my question at the end of the show. Is she dead?
No, she's
not
in the
dead.
world between worlds.
The world between worlds.
Yeah,
This is the
and
world
I
between
called that.
worlds?
I called
Okay.
that last week.
Okay.
How she got there
Okay,
is kind of weird.
I'm going to be really, really edgy here. Is she dead? It all
No.
depends on her lover.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry.
You go, man.
Sorry.
You go.
Yeah.
That's
nobody
what I
laughed.
thought right away. Because she saw Anakin, who is gone. Right. That's what.
And
That's
he
what I
called
thought.
her Snips, so they're in
Yeah.
the world between worlds.
Yeah,
Basically-
that's a past Anakin.
Yeah.
Once again,
Yeah.
I don't know what this is. So
World
you know.
Between
World
Worlds
Within
is
Worlds-
a
It's
World-
basically like, did you ever play the PlayStation 4 and 5 God of Wars?
Ragnar,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's
Because
there's a-
it
there's a
kind
portal
of
on
functions
the-
the way like the Yggdrasil, the world tree functions in God of War. It's like it
Mhm.
connects all time periods and all time and space.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a subspace highway that goes like connects moments and connects
Gotcha. E. Clay Thomas says Fallen
It's
Jedi
how they were
because
able to save Ahsoka from getting murdered by Darth Vader in Rebels.
I gotcha.
Because
Okay.
Ezra went into the world between worlds.
I'll get it to
pulled her
Polly,
out of it
Joe.
right
Just a
before Vader was
second.
about to decath.
Okay, bud. It's on its way, Polly. Hang on. E. Clay Thomas says Fallen Jedi because she fell off a cliff. No, I think
get
they
it.
were
Well,
talking
it's the Fallen
specifically
Jedi.
about Balin there. I think that's who they were.
No, well, their titles are always about multiple people.
Yeah.
So I had to rent my hockey love for our resident Canadian.
There you go. The champs.
That's right.
There you go. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Thank
there
you.
in Vegas. That's where Johnny's at.
That's where I live.
Hey, Johnny, do you got a YouTube channel I can sub to you?
I used to. I don't anymore. But when
What
I
do you
start up
got right
again,
now?
I will let it be known.
He's
All right, let
he's on
Joe-
Twitter. I'll get his link and put it in there. For
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I'm
I-
at
I-
Johnny Rock 28 on Twitter.
I'll get you.
I'm not on
I got
Twitter
it.
though. All right,
But,
cool.
Or is it the X now?
But so
it's spelled
I was
as it's
wrong.
pronounced Twitter.
Yeah, right. So I was wrong thinking she was dead. Okay, so
Yeah.
well, I'm just wondering, how did she get there?
It is interesting, Joe. 'Cause I'm not saying you're completely wrong.
Tune in next episode. That's how
Because
she got there.
she's obviously not dead because her name's on the show. So that's the biggest, plot armor.
That's the biggest giveaway, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is interesting because that's not how you get to the world between worlds. So that hopefully they'll answer that and give us some kind of reason. And why Anakin is there, nobody knows that. There's no dead people sitting there in
But no,
So,
she might be dead.
Why is he? Is it a Force ghost? And who knows?
And here's the thing: he was contracted for 3 episodes.
I think it's
That
more of
doesn't
an
answer my
echo.
question, Jed. Thank you.
I know, but I'm still saying he's going to be in 3
Here's the
episodes.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. He called her Snips.
Yeah,
He's de-aged. He's dressed like he was in the cartoon.
yeah,
He's Anakin from a previous point in time.
Well, how did he get? How did he
Gotcha.
get there then? That doesn't
I
make
think
sense.
he's more of an echo in the Force. just
Yeah,
because
I
of the way
think
the
he's
world
more. I
between
do
worlds
too.
works.
That's what I believe.
It's basically a snapshot in time of Anakin.
All right, gentlemen. As a Trekkie, she might be dead depending on her lover if he's a quickie.
Nah,
Listen,
she's got plot armor.
He's
She's
a
got plot armor.
goon.
Yeah.
He's a goon.
Hey,
My man's a
Polly,
goon.
I think the interesting question is where's she going to come out? Where's
Okay.
she gonna come out?
Yeah.
That timeline.
This is Johnny Rock's link. I just put it in the chat for you.
Thanks, Joe.
Big Daddy?
Thanks, Joe.
No
I want to
He-
sub Johnny
okay.
Rock because Johnny Rock rocks.
That's
I know.
E. Clay Thomas pointed it out. Someone or something pulled her through a portal. She's been pulled through one before.
Yeah, she has.
So
By
absolutely.
Ezra.
By
Now,
Ezra? Okay.
How did Anakin did? I don't know if he's an echo. So I still don't get Anakin's part.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
We'll find out next week.
yeah, hopefully.
But I enjoyed it. Look, we had the most Ray Stevenson we've had since the first episode, which I did.
Yeah, and he's gonna get killed.
We got a little bit closer to what he just wants the war to start, to tear things down, so he can so they can start to build something new. So we got a little bit more of an insight into what he's trying to pull off, and as we thought, it has nothing to do with the witch that's running things, right? So
The theory,
It's
the running
like
theory
does
is that
make a
he's trying to
point.
get to the world between worlds.
Yeah. It
But this
may
is power.
not be Anakin. Oh,
That's true
no.
too.
Yeah, that's
Latino
true
Slant
because
says he's on his way, so we'll see him here in a minute.
you know.
Now, coming might be a messy thing.
Oh, shush.
Thank,
I thought it was the best. I thought it was the best
thanks, Jed.
episode.
That's why I love you, Jed.
It has been the best. That was the best episode
I think
we've
it
seen
was
so
too.
far.
I'm so happy that Sabine, did what she did. I
Me
was like,
too.
Do it.
Me
like,
too. That was in character. That was in
Yeah.
character for me, I thought. And
Yeah.
I don't know that much about the characters, but she is a pain in the ass. I really wish when she got skewered, she'd be dead. But hey, I guess
No,
lightsabers are just flesh wounds now. So hey,
This is showing how much love she has for Ezra,
Right.
as more than a sister, and it's just. So I don't know. It's just, I think that proved a lot, like in that moment, and obviously she's gonna have her.
And Balin manipulating her was awesome, man. I love this guy, dude. I cannot believe.
Yeah, it's a shame he's gonna
it sucks
die.
so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, if he doesn't die at the end of it,
He's gonna die. He's gonna
Well,
die. I
we don't know.
guarantee
We don't know that he's
Oh,
going to
he's
die.
gonna die.
All right.
Now,
Okay,
Joe,
Jed.
Joe,
Let John
Did
talk.
you not see the look that she gave him?
Right. And Polly from Latino Slant is here. What's going on, Big Daddy?
Polly.
Good to see you.
Hey, what's happening? Can you guys
What's
hear me?
up, brother?
Hola.
We're doing our Wednesday night thing, talking about pop culture stuff.
I saw that. I
Yeah.
want to nerd out.
Go ahead, nerd
I
out,
see
bro.
that-
We're
I see
talking
that
about the
Blue
latest
Beetle shirt.
episode of Ahsoka, and
God awful.
you thought it was god awful? Okay,
Yeah, but-
oh, man.
that whole show should not exist.
Wow,
Yes.
we got our first hater.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not a hater. I'm just,
I agree
listen.
with
I
Paul.
I watched
She-
the whole thing. I actually watch stuff that I critique.
Yeah.
Right?
All right, so hang on, Paulie. What do we got? What kind of Star Wars background we got? Have you watched the cartoons? Have you played any of the games? Have you gotten any backstory into Ahsoka, or are you just coming into Ahsoka fresh like Joe is?
I mean, I love Clone Wars and Rebels. I really like Ahsoka in that iteration. I don't like Thrawn's Filoni's Thrawn in Rebels. It's not Heir of the Empire. I have Heir of the Empire. I read the books. I have it on my my Audible. Listen to it several times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Here the thing for me, what I was not expecting is the actual bad acting from the lead actors. I would never, and this is my take, right? But I just like, oh my god, Rosario just looks so bored and uncomfortable. What
I
happened?
do have that critique as well. I feel like Ahsoka's
lack of emotion
too
and
serious.
Oh, she's complained about the headdress the whole time. She
Really?
went on social media and complained about it too.
Yeah. So,
wow. I mean, that's serious.
but also too, just like the storytelling, it's just crap. And
It is.
the
It
pacing, the pacing of things.
Yeah.
I mean, why are these people pausing so much? And then why do the editors let these pauses just happen? There's no, it's like they're you talk about the force, like force creating dramatic moments. It's like it's just no.
Yeah, if I gotta watch them, walk around in a circle around each other again, I'm just gonna go crazy. Like you're just at that, like anytime that happens, I look at how much time is left in the episode because I'm like, dude, you're just wasting my time now. They've circled each other enough. They know each other. They fought each other enough times now. They should just go right into it, not circle around.
Well, it's not going to happen till 2 more.
I just have problems with her being in the universe at that time, the Star Wars universe at that time to begin with. Because Han, Luke, and Leia are very much in their prime, and they're doing a lot for the for the new government. I don't even know what they're called.
New Republic.
The New Republic.
The New Republic. And I'm like, if you're having such a major problem with these Dark Jedis, Fallen Jedis, whatever they are, and then Thrawn, why aren't you calling Luke up?
Yep.
I'm like, that's when I posted. I'm like, where?
Because
Luke,
I'm pretty sure he's left a MacGuffin that they can't find, and he's gone away. Right?
I did have one criticism with this. So when Hera got the squadron together to go after Ahsoka and Sabine,
yeah,
I think we have
and it was nice seeing Carson Teva again, but we already know Zeb Aurelius is a pilot in the New Republic. He was rocking the flight suit in Mandalorian. How was he not in her squadron?
I was really hoping he would.
I expected to see his big CGI face and Steve Bloom's dulcet tones coming out of a cockpit, and I didn't see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also,
missed opportunity.
Sabine doesn't have any force power. I mean, why are they trying to make her a Jedi? Ahsoka's not even a Jedi.
That's been an issue with these guys. Let me tell you, they're all scared to death. She's going to exhibit force powers by the end of the show.
Then Ahsoka's like a terrible teacher.
Darksaber, though.
It's just like they seem to want to broaden the what a Jedi is, and that's dumb. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Clay Thomas says, I didn't buy it. If she were in love with Ezra, then it would make sense that she would give up the map, maybe. But she doesn't love him except as a brother.
See, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
You don't keep watching a hologram of your brother over and over and over.
I know. You know she probably gets off to that.
Kind of got stalkerish feelings.
Ezra was an awkward guy. He was very awkward about their relationship. He would say that kind of shit because he doesn't know what to say.
And to your point, Knock, Clay Thomas says if they edit out all the pauses, then the show would only be 19 minutes long.
True.
No doubt.
I do think they did a better job with the pacing of this episode than the first 3. And
I
thought the lightsaber.
That's what I liked about it. I like the lightsaber battles. So
there was one thing There was one thing I didn't like about this episode, and one towards the beginning of it, when you had the 2 droids loudly fighting about 10 feet away.
Yeah, and nobody's even hearing that. I understand it's a ship, and
and the ramp was open. Like they were literally for 10 feet away with the ramp open, and they fight for several minutes, and they don't hear them. That was the one thing where I was like, it's not really.
So where do the droids go to school to learn martial arts, by the way?
Rock'em Sock'em Robot Academy.
Well, he's actually several thousand years old. So
yeah, he is.
Probably picked up.
Wasn't Hu Yang the freaking lightsaber master for like the old Republic?
Right.
My frustrating thing is there are good
I'm pretty
actors
sure
in
that
this show.
Tenet bot has seen some shit.
What did you say, Matt?
There are good actors, like Rosario Dawson's a good actor, Mary Elizabeth Winstead's a good actor, but it's just like they're, I don't know, it's like they're on the sedative or something.
The only one that even shows me anything is the guy that's gone now. The guy that every time I watch him on screen, I get more and more depressed that he's gone because I love the guy, man. I think he's awesome.
If he's actually, invested, and even though he doesn't have like a lot of lines and some of the dialogue's kind of lame, it's like, man, he's so rooted. You believe him. When he says, we've heard a lot. Everyone knew about Anakin. Only some knew about what he became afterwards. I mean, the way he delivered that line was fantastic.
Yeah.
But the show's called Ahsoka. I mean, like, what is? Nah, man, this show's lame. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's
cool, man. It's cool.
The Fellowship of Ezra.
The Fellowship of Ezra. Clay Thomas says Dr. Hu Yang is badass.
Well, someone that had a lot of energy in this episode was that psycho little murder bot, Chopper.
Yeah, yeah, we actually saw him beat Bob
awesome.
Bop there for
I
a
need
second.
to see more of him.
Mhm.
He's so funny.
I love the character concept for Chopper. They're like, picture R2D2. Now imagine he's an asshole.
Dude, I love Chopper.
Look, the first episode, I was gonna gripe about this thing where he like spun his arms and then threw that tracking device. But once these guys explained to me that he's actually a character that like kills people and shit. In the,
like in the show,
in the stories,
like,
I was like,
he would pipe
wow,
off, you know,
okay,
like,
that makes sense
droid
now.
just cussed me out, didn't he?
Yeah.
Chopper is the only character in the show that is himself.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Really?
He's
What's
Okay.
up with
himself.
What was up with what's his name? Marok?
Yeah. Did you see the
And-
green smoke that came out?
Yeah, it's like a green fart.
I know. I was like,
He was a creation of the Night Sister.
yeah, but
Something
it
you
was
wouldn't
by the
know
Night Sisters, though,
something
Polly.
you-
So.
If you didn't play the games or watch the shows, you wouldn't know that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
he was a creation of Night Sister.
trust me, Paulie. I was like, what the hell is this?
Well,
Yeah.
were you happy with that?
I liked it a lot better than him being Ezra or Merrick. You know,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I'll take that one. Yeah, I'll chalk that one up.
Yeah, they were all worried that it was going to be Star Killer or Ezra.
There was even
you
one. I
know?
was afraid of the
the
theory out there that he
boss.
was
That's a good
Snoke.
guy.
Like
Yeah.
that was even a thing.
Dude, that I was like, smoke. What? No, what? No, no.
My theory was he was the eighth brother.
The eighth brother.
Oh,
I could have seen a leftover brother, just
Yeah.
one that hasn't been killed yet. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm
And
still saying.
she just scratched him on the open, and homeboy.
Homeboy just like
But,
paused, like
you know,
a gizzard was melting or something.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like the Wicked
Shin
Witch or something. I was
impales
like,
homegirl.
That pause could have been a lot shorter.
right?
So, what do you
know
guys think of
what
all
bothered me
the?
most about that episode was why does everything have to have a fucking timer?
Yeah.
Why, everything in Star Wars has to have this monumental timer. You know, when it had the clock where she was trying to do the map and it gives them
Yep.
the coordinates, and
Right.
it's just got to go into some kind of clock, and it's like we
Right.
have to do this within 10 minutes.
Yep.
You know, it's like
There's a
and
time frame here.
that gives them time to
Or something
stop.
has to
Right.
lock into place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, nothing's ever
What were you
prepared.
What were you gonna ask there, Polly? What's up?
I don't know, man. There's just so many things in it just don't work.
Yeah.
You know, and again, like I wouldn't care. I'm the type of guy that can really look over plot holes if performances are charming, the actors are good. You know, like I'm not being insulted.
Right.
I don't care about these lead characters. That's the whole problem. I just don't care.
Yeah.
And you guys are talking about, oh, that droid was cool and that lightsaber was cool. Like, yeah, it was cool, but I mean, we've seen a lot of cool stuff before like that from Star Wars. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know, man. That was
Well,
really bad.
I
You
think
know,
when
the only
you
thing that
have-
had
you have
gravitas
multiple-
was a little bit of the saber fight. You know, the one part that has gravitas was when he was convincing Sabine.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that part. That was
the
awesome.
only good part.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
When you have multiple actors that seem to be not giving great performances, I think you have to look at the director. And with Filoni, I mean, he may not be directing every episode, but he's heavily involved in them all.
He
And-
wrote this. Yeah.
and he
wrote
wrote
all
it.
of them. Mhm.
And I think what would benefit him before they let him do a feature film for Star Wars is go direct something non-Star Wars, because everything he's done for the past 15 years, pretty much,
Mhm.
is Star Wars. Go give him something else, smaller, let him become a better director, then have him do, the movie that's supposed to tie this whole era together.
Right.
That would be my
Well,
advice.
I've always been the kind of guy that thinks that Jon Favreau should be running the show there, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I think he's got the proof is in the pudding. The best stuff they put on television so far, and it's not a high bar, has been The Mandalorian. That's the best show they've had, and that's really a lot of jangling keys.
Which one?
Mandalorian. The one that Jon Favreau started off. Now, I don't think he's running it anymore. He did the first season of it though, and I enjoyed that. But
was
I,
thinking
I
about
think he
this,
should be
too.
running things there. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Paul.
I was thinking about that too, because I'm almost like, well, when she appeared when Ahsoka appeared in the Mando,
Mm-hmm.
that was excellent. That was a great episode. I think a lot of us could, agree on.
Mm-hmm.
Do a part 2 where it's this, but
Mhm.
it's like, an hour. You don't need the series. You just need like literally an hour show. I mean, we are still waiting maybe for Thrawn to show up. I mean, we're waiting for you to put the hyperdrive, super ring Stargate thing together.
Yeah.
Paulie, he's not going to show up into that last episode.
Yep.
Well,
He's going to be. We'll see him next episode at the end.
One of the stupidest things I thought was when this squadron shows up, they didn't start blasting that thing right away. I was wondering why in the hell weren't they just firing away at this thing when they showed up? It's not like they didn't know where they were going or what they were going up against,
Yeah.
Because
Well,
they're
it's
not
like
the
in
Empire.
episode
They don't
3.
shoot first.
You had you had Shin and then the Maroc guy or whatever his name, the Green Mist guy as we now know him. You had the two of them not aiming at Ahsoka's ship that was stationary,
but aiming at Ahsoka. Now that was
Aiming at
dumb.
Ahsoka.
Yeah, there's another dumb thing. Yeah, I guess when we get spaceborne, idiocy, the IQs drop. I guess when we get in spaceships now. I guess I don't know.
And I still think Andor is the best Star Wars.
Yeah, I was
series
going
now.
to give a shout out to Andor. Andor's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm still gonna pick Mandalorian over Andor.
I think
it took me 5 episodes to get into Andor, and that was just I was literally
that one was slow going, but I did like Andor. But I still think I still stick with the fact that the best thing they've done is Rogue One. That's the best movie they've made, and it's been all downhill since that show. But anyway, any final thoughts about this episode? We know Paulie is not enjoying this show.
I definitely think it was the best of the 4 so far.
I think it's the best show they've gotten, but it's still it's a low bar. The bar
Did you see
is
what
low.
Did you see what Clay posted?
No, let's see what he's saying here. Do you think they will rip off Indiana Jones and have the map burned into her hand so that she can follow them? Nah.
Oh my God!
I could see it though. Well, you know what? They could probably do that.
They're that
They are
stupid.
showing
Yep.
the next episode in select theaters, so it may be a big episode, especially with possibly with Thrawn. Really? They're showing them in theaters?
Yeah, they are. They've been doing it.
Really?
Man,
It kind of has.
that's going to be such an awesome 20 minutes. It's going to be great.
I know, right?
Now, Joe,
so
I got something
good.
to ask Paulie.
Go ahead. Ask him. He's right there.
All right. Hey,
Is it
Paulie.
Star Wars related?
Is it Star Wars related?
Yes, it is.
Go.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, it's good. All right. I got a question for you. You're a minority in your country, right?
No,
No, he's
you're not.
No.
I'm not a minority. I don't. I mean, I know what you're saying, but I hate that word.
All right, fair enough. I hate it too because that's where
I know what you mean, though.
I'm French Canadian in Canada. We are 26% of the population.
Okay.
Technically, we are a minority.
I get
right?
you, man. I get you. So,
All right,
well, yeah,
cool.
just for semantics. Okay, yeah, I'll go with that. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
All right. Now, I got a question for you. Wokeness, does that insult you, or does that embodies you? Does that make you feel good?
Wait, what?
Wokeness. He is stuck on stupid with wokeness tonight.
All right, sorry. We're talking about Star Wars. Star
Yeah.
Wars is laced with wokeness.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Paulie. Okay, forget my question, Paulie. Let me tell you, you are one of the few people I know that can make a fedora look good on YouTube. All right.
Thank
All
you,
right.
brother. Thank you, brother.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
My hats, my fedoras are not minorities either. They're all over.
You know what? You know what? You know what, Paulie? If
What's
you're
up?
cool, they might become majorities.
They come.
And they might
They are the
become fat.
majority.
That's it, man.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
As a
sorry,
minority, do I like
I'll-
wokeness? What was the
No,
question?
no, but wokeness.
That's what that's what he was
My
asking.
question is, they always use minorities, right? Like, for example, with that show that was it Aquaman? But anyway,
Aquaman? Is that what you said? Aquaman?
anyway, I withdraw my question.
Okay, so
He's withdrawing his
let me
question.
step in for you. I think what he's trying to get is, what do you think about the level of wokeness in today's entertainment?
Yeah. Do you like it or do you not like it?
You notice it.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, I mean, for like as far as entertainment,
yeah,
just general shows. The amount. Do you
right.
see it in shows or not?
Where did Homeboy go?
Oh, he's listening. Don't worry.
All
he
right.
probably dropped something or something. He's had a couple of paps, or what is it? Old Milwaukee's into tonight.
Old Milwaukee.
Yeah. He's a good friend of ours, though. He's a good guy.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, you guys know how I feel about all that stuff.
Yeah.
I take anything to task that is kind of obviously pandering, or a souveniristic, that doesn't take the time if you're going to use a stereotype. Which I'm all for stereotypes. We have stereotypes from all different ethnicities. Know what you're doing, and they don't. Or if there's just the biggest problem is the gatekeeping, and that is the biggest problem for really creative people to be doing anything good. Is constant gatekeeping. There's that great interview that David Ayer did, where he talks about that, man. His interview is solid. I couldn't get enough. I don't know if you guys can check that out. It's a 2-hour interview he did on The Real Ones with Joe Bernthal.
Okay.
Great conversation. But I also think it also, for me, it just also like case by case too. It's like, all right, what are you gonna do? All right, well, let me check it out. Most of it doesn't work, obviously. Sometimes it does. Sometimes.
Well, for instance, first of all, let me tell you, Christian was saying exactly what you just said earlier in the show.
It took him a little longer, but
it took him a little longer to say what you said, but he agrees with you that pandering is something that he can't stand. It sucks. But for instance, and those of you that aren't YouTubing a lot, like Knock and may not know this, but Paulie did an event that I really, if I had the bread to do, I would definitely do it too. He did an event where he bought out an entire theater for Blue Beetle there in Los Angeles. And he didn't care if you were going to enjoy the movie or not. We're just going to get together and have a good fucking time, And
I wish I'd known about that.
It sounded like a great thing. The director showed up at it.
That was wild.
The director of Blue Beetle. So, and that's a great thing, man. I thought that was one of the baddest things I've ever seen on YouTube. I thought it was great, man. That was
actually didn't hate the movie.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's just it's not high on my radar because I don't know the character. My extent of knowing that character is from a video game called Injustice 2. That's all I know. Yep, there's Blue Beetle right there. Go ahead, Knock. What were you saying?
My question for Polly is: did the workers there ever come up to you with a flashlight and say, "Hey, let me see your ticket"? What are you doing here? Just kind of.
Did the workers ever come?
The theater workers, they come up to you in the theater, like you have your ticket.
Yeah, right.
You're like the only one in the theater.
No, they rolled out the red carpet with their treatment with us. They were fantastic. AMC theater in Burbank. It's like 100-seater, and we bought the theater out. We got community organizations, groups, and kids to come. It was beautiful. And then I got a couple of more extra sponsors, and we paid for everyone's pop and popcorn.
Yeah.
And
Go
ahead.
I just want to say that was really awesome. You did that all for the kids.
Yeah,
because I'm sure the kids appreciated that a lot.
The problem with me and Joe, if we did that, we'd be playing Madden. So I mean,
no shit.
We'd have to have a Madden tournament there. So.
No, and honestly, I've seen it several times with different crowds. Man, the crowds that I went with, they loved the film. I mean, they were laughing and clapping, and that's fine, man. Now I got a bias for it. I think it's
How could you not? I mean, shit.
Yeah,
man.
I'm a big Sholo fan.
That's like me with the film Belfast, man. I'm Irish. I dug it. I thought it was
film.
great.
Well, I'm a big Kenneth Branagh fan.
Me too. I was talking about it earlier in the show.
I know. I was listening. That's why I was like, "Hey, let me try to get on the show."
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Kenneth Branagh came to LA in the '80s with his theater company. And I was in a high school theater company, and we went to go see them live when they were doing Shakespeare. I mean, so I've been in on Kenneth since then.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got tickets for The Haunting in Venice for next week.
Oh, good deal.
Oh, dude, yeah. We were talking about that earlier. I want to see that.
Yeah. But I need to see the whole series. I haven't seen Murder on the Orient Express or Murder on the Nile. I haven't seen either one of them yet.
Man,
no.
I'll watch it.
I don't get to see everything I want to see, buddy. I'm doing artwork half the time. So,
hey, man, I get it.
And now it's football season.
Now it's football season, and that is my sanity right there, Paulie. I enjoy my football.
Go to theater day.
Good for you,
bro. We might go to theater day. Now I don't have that day anymore. So I'll probably never.
John, what were you going to say, man? You were piping in with something.
Oh, well, about Blue Beetle, I was all prepared to hate it because I was worried about what they were doing with my favorite character, which is, well, not my favorite. Booster Gold's my favorite character.
Yes.
Mark. But I love Ted Kord Blue Beetle. And I was told before the movie came out that they kill off Ted Kord. And I'm like, well, I don't want to, I don't want to see that. I think they actually, what they did was treat him with respect as far as what he was and what his influence on the whole mythos of Blue Beetle, when they go in and they go into his lair and he has all this stuff. And it was all comic accurate. That's what I was happy about.
I love that his shield was a Nintendo Power Glove.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You guys saw it?
So bad.
Oh yeah. Shoot, Josh Wolf is damn sure going to see it. That's one of his favorite duo is Booster Gold and Blue Beetle.
Dude, the blue and the gold are awesome.
Blue and the gold.
I actually have the Funko Pop duo pack of Booster Gold and Ted Kord Blue Beetle.
Nice.
I have the DC Multiverse Booster Gold and Blue Beetle.
Yeah,
I got the backpack.
Size figures.
Well, Booster Gold is on James Gunn's slate.
Oh, check him out!
Why I'm very interested in James Gunn's
popcorn cup. Popcorn.
Oh man, check it out! That's
nice.
Cool. My favorite one. I've got one of those. I've got the soda cup from what is it?
And I got the soda cup.
Infinity War. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
that's
no,
badass, dude.
Ted Kord's shadow looms large in that film. I mean, it's all over that film, and I think,
and that mid-credit scene,
I think if there's gonna be that, I hope it has an afterlife, because it'd be really cool to see Jason Sudeikis as Ted Kord come back and have that relationship with Jaime. I think would be really cool.
Yeah. Which is what they're doing in the comics.
Right.
He's a mentor to Jaime.
And then you see Booster come in there, and I'm like, okay, I'm good with this now.
Well, I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Gunn has said that this is going to be a character that's going to continue in his universe.
Yeah,
I believe he said that. So
he said it's the first character in the new DCU.
Yep, he said that when the movie came out. Yep. So
yeah, I think everything DC related this year would do better if James Gunn would just stop talking about it.
Stop talking. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I mean, he's just reinforcing.
He keeps minimizing everything that's coming out this year because of the end of the.
Guys, just remember, this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter, guys.
Yeah, and he's making Superman sound worse too by the day. Like, he needs to shut up about that. Like,
yeah, you're right, man. I mean, he really shot all these projects in the foot this whole past year.
Yeah.
I mean, what a dumbass. And not just Blue Beetle. I mean, I think Blue Beetle is suffering just from kind of fatigue and kind of just ill will towards superhero movies at this point. But Shazam and Black Adam, The Flash, I mean, they all had their problems, but he didn't help.
No, he didn't help one bit.
And they're expecting every one of these to be just awesome every time it comes out, and that's not going to be the case. Not all of these are going to be. What is it?
Not does, but I don't think James Gunn cares about these movies. And to me, like we had this discussion before when we talked about the DC movies, but it was, for me, my trust is in Gunn because of Guardians of the Galaxy Suicide Squad, the more recent one, and then what's his name, Peacemaker, with John Cena. So and these movies right here, like he had no real control over these movies. You know, he's like, okay, they exist. They're already in production. You know, they've already been produced, and you know they're already going to come out. Nothing I can do about them. So you hate the fact that he's mentioning, you know, minimizing them, but you know, it's like he can't do anything about it. They have to come out.
Yes and no. I mean, they did kill 2 of the 3 projects that were in development. Wonder Twins was 2 weeks away from starting to film. They cut it.
Batgirl was almost
done. Batgirl was done.
It was in the can, and they dumped it. Yeah.
And Blue Beetle.
That was from a TV show. Who cares about that one?
Right, but Blue Beetle, they saw something that they liked and they upgraded it. So you've had this date for over, because you know I've been chronicling this movie for the last
for a
3
while
years
now.
on my channel.
Yeah.
So they've had this date for a while. Man, I think the shit with the Flash and Ezra Miller, and then with the strike, just really, really screwed Blue Beetle, because I know they wanted Xolo to be out there on the red carpet promoting this film everywhere, because he's so likable and he's such a nice guy.
Yeah, and the strike is why they couldn't promote it, right? And it's just, I mean,
he's not going to cross the picket line.
They weren't the only ones that got shot down because of it.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible got nuked because of that shit too.
Yeah,
I mean, you know,
and they tried to move it up as early as they could.
They did. He did everything he could to move that thing up, and just didn't work out.
And here's another thing, guys. These movies are still making money.
They are.
Mission Impossible still pulled in, like, I want to say, let me look, because I do this on my Monday live stream.
Yeah, we were looking at it earlier. It's not in the top 5 right now, but it's still making money.
Made $1.2 million this weekend.
Yep.
Over the weekend.
Yeah.
170 million domestic. That's a lot of money.
That's like, I actually enjoyed it.
The problem is it cost way. You know, this one had to start and stop again for COVID twice.
Yep.
So, yeah, and that, you know, listen, it is what it is, right? I don't think anyone saw Barbenheimer coming.
No.
Barbenheimer just killed Mission Impossible.
That was a phenomenon, no doubt.
That just blew up.
It sure did. Well, I had a local artist that I dig. Her name, well, I say local. She grew up here. She was a friend of my daughter's, and she used to spend weekends over here all the time. And she's in the Dallas area now. Her name's Hillary, and she did a great painting of like a pink mushroom cloud with I think it was Barbie with a fedora on. You know, it was a gorgeous painting she did, and that was the first I heard of Barbenheimer, whatever this thing was, where it was a meme driven thing where they were slamming the 2 movies together, and it was just amazing. And man, I tell you what, I went opening weekend to Barbie, and I actually for the first time went into an IMAX theater and watched Oppenheimer, and it blew me away. I enjoyed the hell out of that movie. It really did.
And I think Barbie helped out Oppenheimer more than Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Once
still making money.
Barbenheimer went out there, it became a trend, and trends will always.
Yeah, it was definitely a girl phenomenon to get together, wear the pink, go have drinks.
That's it.
And
the guys go see
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, yeah. I'll tell you what I liked about Oppenheimer. It was an adult movie. It's about time we had a rated R adult movie, man. I really dug it. I thought it was fantastic. Really did. Ariel Ballet is here, and she says, hello. How is everyone doing tonight?
Hello.
We're doing great,
Hello.
Ariel. It's good to see you, darling.
She must not be feeling good tonight. She didn't insult me or you, Joe, at the same
Nah,
time.
She's just wrapping up.
You know what's happening.
I can
Pimp's
insult
here,
you
man.
guys if you need me to.
She's
Just
watching.
let me know.
What is it, Paulie? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I can totally insult you guys if you need me to. So just let me
No,
know.
that's okay. That's okay. I'm not a fan of going into those Japanese restaurants and getting insulted. I'm not down with that, really. I'm not.
Get enough of that.
You don't need to go to Japan for that. Just go to Dick's Last Resort.
I don't think I can handle getting insulted by that smooth voice. I can't do it.
Right. He can't help himself. That's the pimp right there, man. He is always pimping. Pimping for America. Damn it.
I get enough
minority pimping here. Minority pimping.
Minority.
That was the first ever. Excuse me, Polly.
Get
Serious
out of
question.
here.
Sir. Are you a minority in your country? No, fucker. Who are you?
But
Dust
okay.
Wolfen. If Dust Wolfen, if John came to me like that,
yeah,
I know John. John would at least like be some kind of joke or something. I don't know,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
something behind
Yeah.
it, because John's been so supportive of the channel, and
yeah,
I love going on Pop Culture Minefield. But yeah, man, that's
Yeah.
funny.
Well, I was going to say I don't need insults. I get enough of that for my game day streams on Pop Culture Minefield.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, especially I love razzing you when we're doing that. Yeah, that's awesome.
And then when me and Joe do our game streams, we get enough of them across the board.
I get it. Whoever's playing the game gets the full fury of the panel. No doubt about it, man. Every time, no doubt. That's a good segue too, because our last subject tonight, and it looks like we're getting to it. With 15
Hey,
minutes
Knock,
to
you're
go.
gonna get to see it today.
No. We're not doing the top 100 IGN.
I don't know if we have enough time for the show.
The game that everybody's playing. We'll at least start talking about it this week.
I am not playing it.
Starfield.
I can't play it either.
Jed can't do it yet, but those with early access are playing it. And look, John on cue has his character ready to go to show off. What's up? I hope Christian's still watching, because that's his trucker type character right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I made for my personal
Bob.
playthrough. I made a long haul trucker.
There
For my
you
guy.
go, man.
He's an old guy.
What is this?
Figured,
This is a game
Starfield.
called Starfield, buddy. It's
this is the whole thing.
Yes.
Oh.
Everybody's playing this on YouTube now. All your friends that are doing game streams are playing this now. It's it's not anything that I was interested in playing, but after watching some people play it, I might get it when it drops in price. I've been burned too many times with games. I don't buy them brand new anymore, Paulie. I have a WWE 20 game down here that I spent $100 on to get the Game Pass and everything, and I played it for an hour. And I said, nope, no more, not doing it anymore.
I did buy a game day one. Actually, the digital deluxe dropped 3 days early, and I am loving it. So I am not playing Starfield because I am playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, John.
Every flipping minute of it.
Yeah. John's been playing that one up until Starfield became available.
I'm still playing it. I played it today.
I played Baldur's Gate for 1 hour.
Oh my! As this to me is a love letter for guys who grew up playing Neverwinter Nights and the original Baldur's Gate games. Like, this is everything I was expecting that I wanted in a modern day RPG. And so I'm going to be with this game for a while. What I want to know about the people playing Starfield, because I actually know one of the developers from Bethesda, and he and I were getting drunk at a bar here in Vegas one night, and he basically was kind of telling me, he's like, it's not what you think it is. And I kept telling people, I'm like, dial in the hype for Starfield, just dial it in a little bit. It's Skyrim in space. Do you like Skyrim? Great, you're going to love Starfield.
It's no Skyrim Fallout.
But it's still the same creation engine that they used to make it, which means all the bugs come along with it, all the performance issues come along with it,
right?
All the jankiness. Now, if you love Bethesda jank like I do, like Fallout New Vegas is probably my favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
If you like that, great, you're going to love Starfield. But I don't think it's this system seller that they're purporting it. Like they're marketing it like the second coming of digital Christ here.
Well,
and I don't see it as that. To me, I can wait for it.
Right. And I didn't think that about it either. But we do have two guys that are playing it currently, and I think Knock started it first. Tell me what your experience has been with it, and tell me what you think of it.
I'm about like 10 or so hours in so far. I would say I've done some missions. I've done just running around for like 2 hours scanning rocks and. You get experience for doing a lot of different things, and there's a lot of like nuanced stuff that I just haven't even scratched the surface on. Building bases, you can build each world each planet, even the dead ones, have some kind of resource on it that you can tap into, and you can create outposts that literally mine the stuff. You can create a platform that takes the ore and all that stuff, takes it to your main hub, and you can create this network of just mining and all this kind of stuff to get your resources.
So what about guys like me who have no interest in base building at all? Like, to me, I thought it was the worst part of Fallout 4. I'm not into games like that. I'd rather.
Well, that's the thing. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. So you got this. You can go out and be a pirate. You can be a space pirate.
I want to steal resources. I don't want to grow them.
I've stolen, like today I went around and I just stole a couple of ships. Like you pick the locks on them. You kill the spacers. Spacers are like pirates. They have pirates and spacers. Basically the same thing. And you can just take their ship and you could sell it on the black market, or you can register it and make it your own. There's ship building. You can modify your ship and do all of that. You can modify. You can create weapons. Gear. Medicines. There's a whole bunch of workbenches.
Not a robust.
But hang on a second. I think what he's trying to find out is how's the story in it. And from what I saw in the Game Ranks review, they said that the story in the major cities and stuff, the quests and stuff in that are pretty good. They said the single player experience in it was pretty good.
If it's got
there's a lot of it's basically you have the one main mission that you're not supposed to do. All right. I mean, there have been people that say you should go straight to New Game Plus, which I think is a completely dumb idea when you play the game for the first time to race through the story.
Yeah,
so
it's stupid.
If you're really a Bethesda fan, you never do the main mission first.
No,
you never do.
Yeah.
I got to side quest first.
They have like faction missions, and they just go off in all kinds of tangents and taking you to different planets to find something and finding the secret of why this creature, this specific creature that's very dangerous returned, or going after this one faction. I've infiltrated a pirate faction, from the inside. So
that sounds like fun. Anytime I hear the word pirate, it says, "Hey, what's up?"
So you're trying to break them up inside and stuff like that. So there's a bunch of different missions that you can do for faction. You can join pretty much every faction in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm all about killing people and taking their stuff.
Well, then no wonder you love Dungeons and Dragons, bro. No wonder.
Actually, my Baldur's Gate character, I am playing a dwarven bard with a charlatan background. I could convince you were a potted plant and you'd ask me to water you 3 times a day.
Joe, you would like this.
So damn high.
Joe, you would like this. This is a Red Dead Redemption thing that they have in Starfield, where if you kill all the witnesses, there's no bounty.
That's what I'm talking about. Right? Yeah. Hell yeah, man. John, what do you think of it so far?
Well, so far, I'm not that far into it because, like I said, I'm doing the playthrough for the stream, which is game day.
Yeah.
And then I got my personal playthrough, which is Billy Bob.
Right.
And there's some cool stuff that I like. I haven't left the first planet yet on my other any of my playthroughs, so I'm just running around the planet getting acclimated. But there's a lot of stuff that I can see.
You like building stuff and building
I
base
do.
And all that I'm stuff,
waiting.
so.
I just want to get to building the base and building my ship and get to that.
Yeah, I couldn't even get into Tears of the Kingdom because it was way too much sandboxy puzzle solving, and I'm like, I got stuck and haven't gone back, and I'm still on the starter island.
That one's easy.
The completionist, if you want to get 100% in this game, it's going to take you about 200 hours.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a big game. That is a big game. And I heard one of the drawbacks of it. Now, trust me, I don't know anything about this, but I'm just telling you what I've seen from the reviews I've seen. GameRank says if there's a drawback to it, it's too many dead planets in the exploration part. But it always seems to me that, correct me if I'm wrong, that was a problem with No Man's Sky too, and they expanded on that and made it a lot better.
Yeah,
and that's something that they could do with this game too, right?
I'm the No Man's Sky resident expert here, so.
Yeah. I hear you.
I do want to ask, how is the transition between ground and space?
There is none. It's just
performance
a
wise.
What's up, Fletcher?
By the way, I want to acknowledge Fletcher Williams, Polly's producer in the chat. It's good to see you there.
Fletcher always comes over and says hi.
Yeah, you don't actually land on the planet. Like you don't. I like No Man's Sky where you fly through.
So are we talking about Miss Pac-Man or Galaga? That's the last time I played a
Space Ace. We're talking about Space Ace.
Or
Space
KOTOR.
Ace, yes!
I have KOTOR on my computer.
I'm doing Polly, I'm doing a playthrough of Couture right now
How
on
far
Monday
are you in
nights
that
at
playthrough? 'Cause I was
6:30.
thinking about
Yeah,
hopping in and
I've
joining
never
one of your
played
streams.
it before, buddy.
Dude,
never
I'm
played it in my
terrible.
life. And this guy right over, let's see, which way is he? He's
Not-
right
not
there.
me.
I got a Xbox Series S. My wife gets points through her employer, and they have a marketplace. And she said, "Do you want one of these?" And I said, "Well, shit, the price is right. It's free. Sure, I'll take one." And as soon as Knock found out I had it, he said, "Okay, you have no excuse now. You have to play this game." And I said, "Okay, all right," because he knows I like Star Wars. My favorite Star Wars game ever is Force Unleashed. I love that game. I think it's awesome.
That's a power trip.
Yeah. So,
and it's funny. It just went on the wish list on sale for $5.
Yeah.
Game.
Yeah. As soon as I spend $10 for it,
Dude,
half
Xbox
price.
always does that. That's the reason why I just wish list it and wait.
Yeah.
I did have that on the wish list, but I already have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wanted me to play it, so that's why I'm doing a walkthrough.
Joe,
of it, man.
I will say one thing. If you are going to move on to KOTOR 2 after that, I highly recommend getting it on Steam and getting the missing content patch, because the Xbox version was initially released incomplete.
Yeah,
and
it was
it's very janky and buggy and hops around the plot like a jumping jack.
Mm-hmm.
If you get the Steam release of it, you can download they data mined all the missing content and added I'd say maybe 85 to 90% of it back in, and it is to me the definitive experience until they actually remake it.
Well, that's cool, but I'm not a PC gamer, so
you can still. I played it with my Xbox controller. I just hooked up my Xbox controller into my PC.
I feel you, but I've never messed with a computer in games. Yeah,
Joe, it's old enough you could play it on a potato. So
yeah. I hear you. Yep. Okay, so do you see any room for improvement on this game? Are you liking it the way it is, or
that's literally every game in existence now?
Yeah. But you know what? The thing that's going to save
game
the
released
game is the
perfect
modders.
On day one. Say it ain't so.
Right.
No.
What'd you say, Jed? What'd you say?
I said the thing that's going to save the game is the modders.
Oh
yeah, absolutely. They're always the ones that really enhance it.
That's why I keep replaying Skyrim.
Yeah. Modders are the only reason Skyrim's still.
Oh yeah, and
and it gets ported to every new thing.
Yeah.
Low Spec says it's old enough. It plays fine on my old Pentium laptop. Wow, dude. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't take up much memory then. All right, guys. Well, we're getting close to the end of the show here.
He's gonna go eat his steak.
That's right.
You have questions about Satanic Hispanics?
Yeah, we can hit on that rew fast before we get out of here. What is the story on that movie right there? Do you know anything about it, Paulie?
Which one?
Satanic Hispanic.
Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
Okay, tell us about that.
Satanic Hispanics. That's the name of it, right?
Satanic Hispanics.
Yeah, we had it on our list for the month. We did get the question: is it an actual horror film or is it like a horror comedy?
Really quickly on the KOTOR ending, maybe I can get Knock and we could do a stream together. You can tutor me because I'm awful.
Yeah, you can get me and Knock to come over.
I will do anything Star Wars.
Yeah,
let's do it.
You have to even ask, like, hey, show up at this time and we'll do Star Wars. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Ask for me, Knock, we'll come over, bro.
Yeah. So,
because I'm so
what do you know about this movie, Paulie?
We should do like just an all Star Wars stream one of these days. Like,
dude, you know how many times we do that on this channel, man?
Yeah.
Come on.
But I mean, like,
I promise you, once Ahsoka's done, we're gonna do a break by break episode, just like we did Andor. It's gonna happen.
I'm in on that. You let me know when that is.
No problem. But real quick, Paulie, before we get out of here, I always do 2 hours and I'm done on Wednesday. Okay, let's see.
I sent you a link. This is their like where it's playing theater wise.
Okay.
But what it is, it's an anthology, so it's 5 different stories from 5 different directors who happen to be Latino from all over Latin America, Argentina, New York, Puerto Rico, Mexico, and it's everything from like a comedic vampire who's a loser, which I love, to a Tarantino style type of episode, to a very violent and dark.
So this is like a Latino creep show.
It's like a creep show, and then it has a through line of Pedro, the actor. Vote for Pedro.
Get out of here!
I recognized him. I knew it.
So Efren Ramirez, he's the through line. He's being interrogated by these cops, which is excellent. It's so well done. And then I don't want to spoil it at the end, but they have a thing at the end, and he's the one telling the stories of all the stories.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so
now
cool,
I'm
dude.
interested.
It's
the title
VHS where they have that framing story.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do all the intercuts of all the the basically short films by different directors, but you still have this framing story around it, with a beginning, middle, and end. I'm invested because I love horror's been doing a lot of these really good anthology movies in the past decade, like I said, VHS, Creepshow.
VHS is great.
There's another one. Was it the Mortuary
the one
Tales?
That Art the Clown came from
with Clancy Brown.
It was All Hallows Eve. That was an anthology film.
Unfortunately, the closest one playing to me is is 50 miles away in Washington D.C.
Damn.
I will never go into that city.
Oh no, that's too far.
Remember back in the day, you had Tales from the Hood.
Tales from the Hood.
Yeah, Tales from the Hood.
So
I remember that one.
So these guys did it. I can't tell you how much the production budget was. I'm sworn to confidentiality. Because I actually saw the film last year.
I was supposed to say that we noticed it was 2022, the date on it, but apparently it's getting a theatrical release in.
It's getting a real 14th? Theatrical release now.
Okay,
September 14th, and I guess it's not playing wide. It sounds like it's playing limited, but
yeah, very limited. They didn't even show any in Virginia. It was Maryland.
Okay, well then it sounds like it's a major cities then. Sorry, Virginia.
We'll probably get it here in Vegas. I'll definitely check it out.
But I'm sure it's going to be on VOD soon, and the couple of the directors, Mike Mendez and Gigi Guerrero, are really been promoting it. So looks like they're going to come on the show.
Oh, good.
And I've reviewed Gigi's other movie called Bingo Hell. That's on Amazon. It's cute, man. The thing is that with horror, man, there's so much you can do with so little money.
Oh, there was that. Look, first of all, this month there are so many horror movies coming out. It's not even funny. Of course, we're right around the corner from Halloween, so that's expected. Yeah. But they'll never stop making them because low budget, high yield. Roller coaster.
And the thing is, if you're a true horror fan like me, you love the low budget. If it's too high budget, I'm like, this isn't horror.
Then John wouldn't like it then. John doesn't like it.
I'm a fan of rubber heads exploding and all of that.
All right, let's get. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, you'll dig Bingo Hell. It's on Prime. It's part of the subscription.
I think I've seen it.
Okay, yeah, the lady who plays the Jaime's grandmother in Blue Beetle, she's the lead.
Yeah, no, I think I did see it because I was telling my girl when we saw Blue Beetle, I was like, I think she was in a horror movie I watched last year.
Well, Richard Blake is in it. Richard Blake is in it.
Yeah.
He's like a real famous horror character actor.
Richard Brake, yeah.
Richard Brake, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways, so these guys, I saw Satanic Hispanics a year ago at a film festival here in LA. And I was like, man, I got to keep up with you guys, because they didn't have any distribution. They did it for peanuts. It's just great to see stuff like
it is, man.
Creative people succeed like this.
Yeah, I love. I can't wait for you to get him on the show because I want to see him. Because the last guy I saw you talk to was the guy behind American Homeboy, and I was hoping that they would get a release here in our independent film theater. You remember that day you asked where to play it, and
right.
Yeah, and I put in specifically the theater. You were like, yeah, he gave you everything right there. Go talk to those folks. Yeah,
he keeps adding to this other film called American Homeboy, which is probably the best doc of the year.
It looked good, man. It looked really good.
We saw it. That's one of the fortunate things of being in LA. Like, you get to see, you get to see everything.
Get to see everything get made. Yeah,
I do miss that for my LA days.
But so Satanic Hispanics, it's really entertaining. If you like horror, there's something for everyone. And it comes out September 14th. It is a fantastic. With all the garbage that Disney and Warner Brothers has been putting out, especially with their lame Latino representation of Snow White, that whole garbage debacle.
I heard they are canceling the movie now, Paul.
That'd be good. That'd be smart.
I'd be smart.
Put it in a box and never let it out. Yeah.
Yep.
What are they canceling?
Snow White.
Snow White.
The live action.
I heard they're putting it in a box and putting it away because it got so much bad press. So
they're sticking it with fellas, the Atari ET cartridges.
Yeah.
But fellas, my closing thought was that with all that garbage happening, it's actually been a great year for films that have Latino background in it. Stories, main character. I don't mean like people in the background. I mean,
yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah,
we've done that shit.
Latino backed films. Yeah, I
get you. Right over there.
I mean, you got some great films coming out.
The biggest underdog film of the year was made by a Hispanic producer.
Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom.
Yeah.
Did you see
Sound
it?
of Freedom was awesome.
I have not seen it yet. No, I have not. I'm looking forward to it.
I've seen it twice.
Paulie, I don't get to see.
John,
I used to go to the movies all the time. I don't get to do it anymore because I'm so busy with this, and I've got artwork, and I just don't get to see as much as I want to. Yep.
No, it's an incredible drama.
Yeah, I believe me, that's one that I want to see. But it also sounds like one that you've got to be in the right mindset to go see.
Yeah, and, I was kind of hitting the gut because our buddy Chris Gore. I go see movies with. He's like, "Come on, let's go see this one." I'm like, "All right." It was like Sound of Freedom. It's 4th of July. Okay, cool. Sounds like it's going to be uplifting. I was like, crying at the end of the film.
Yeah, you're bawling by the time you come out of there. Yeah, look, it's funny you said Chris Gore's name because every time I say his name, knock, the guy sitting next to me goes, "Who is that?" I don't even know who that is. He's not a YouTuber like we are, man. He doesn't know who Chris is.
I'll bring up a movie that Chris recommends, and not gets like, who's Chris? Why are you bringing up these movies?
Oh, Knock, you'll like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's had a magazine called Film Threat since the 90s.
Yeah, Film Threat is great. Yeah.
And he's doing he does a lot of great stuff for independent film.
If you watched G4 back in the day, bud, he was the film reviewer.
He's too young. Look at that. He's a kid. Look at him.
He's not.
But anyway, look,
like
guys.
Look.
I've got food waiting on me. So
let's do it.
Get things wrapped up.
He's got that steak. He wants to go get it.
Let me clear up the chat real quick. Eclay says, one day, you will be a big boy and play it on a PC. Maybe. I doubt it. I like consoles.
He wants you to join the glorious PC Master Race.
That's right. Look, let me tell you something, and I'll tell you off camera after we get out of here real quick, but they ruined the PvP in a game that I love, so I don't want to hear about the master race of PCs. Eclay Thomas says, so this is like Cabinet of Curiosities from Guillermo del Toro.
Del
Toro, excuse me.
Curiosities.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I don't know.
Oh, man.
But is that true, Paulie? Is that what it's like?
I haven't seen Cabinet of Curiosities.
I'm hearing of that.
I recommend Cabinet of Curiosities. Yeah. It's an anthology series.
Okay.
Guillermo handpicked all of the directors.
Yeah.
It probably sounds like the same. This is a lot more low budget. Guillermo probably got some.
Yeah, he got bucks behind him.
It says a lot about the Hispanics directors, their talent. I mean, it looks like it was like millions of dollars spent.
Let me tell you something, guys. One of my favorite directors ever, was one of the chintziest producers ever. Didn't spend much on movies at all, and nobody can tell me that John Carpenter is not a genius.
I was about to say, are you about to talk about John Carpenter?
And Paulie's producer Fletcher Williams says VHS is cool. Yeah,
damn right it is.
Okay,
you know, I like low budget movies.
Yeah, Joe wants to get.
Definitely. Mr. Kaiju loves low budget movies. Yeah,
actually, there is an anthology one that's on Shudder, and they just came out with a sequel to it. I can't remember the name of it, but it's got the wrestler Goldust in it as a slasher killer. But it's called like.
I used to play him a lot in the old wrestling games on 64.
Well, I had a question for Johnny. As far as I know, you got to wrap it up.
He wants to get to his food.
Did you guys see the interview with a vampire, a TV show that came out last year?
Didn't watch a second.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm a fan of the movie. I'm a fan of the book. I read the book, and that just did not sound right.
Okay, well,
did not sound right.
Romy is a huge reader, like a huge reader, like Agatha Christie, crime, thriller, Anne Rice, all these. She's like, we just out of a whim, we started watching it the other night. And she's like, this is the book.
Really?
Not the Tom Cruise film.
Well, yeah, the Tom Cruise film wasn't anything like the book. So
correct.
Okay.
Correct. Like, and there's some changes, but like the whole thing of how these vampires are, like, she's like, that's in the book.
Yeah.
They took that out. Like, they took out that special relationship between Lestat and Louis.
Yeah. Louis. Yeah.
Right. It's in this, and I was like, so we saw the first 2 episodes, really good so far, man. And
so the show is good.
You're one of the people I trust, man. I'll add it to my list. Then it just looked really off base to me.
So that movie with
what did Chris say about
Dustin Rhodes in it? It's called Scare Package.
I don't know that Chris would watch that. He's
Scare Package.
Movies.
I recommend it. There's 2 of them, Scare Package and Scare Package 2. They're both on Amazon. Check them out. They're low budget. They're cheesy and chintzy, but they're very cleverly written.
Okay. Well, we'll make that the last word on the horror movies for tonight. Listen, I want to thank you guys for being here, and let's go around the horn and see what everybody's doing. We'll start with Knock. Let us know what you're doing, Big Daddy.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a YouTuber out of you yet. You got one show a week.
Yeah, I've updated all my names to reflect what possibly could be my channel, but I haven't decided on that one yet. It's really busy this time of year. But we're going to do, we're still doing we just started our Sunday morning streams for the football season. So we'll be doing that again this Sunday and until the end of the season. And then, of course, we have our Monday night couture where we get to yell at Joe to follow simple directions. And,
because he goes around in circles like an idiot.
And then I usually go up for this one. So, as far as me making a channel, I don't know about that quite yet.
Well, I'm gonna keep working on you and see if we can get you to do it, because it was funny. Paulie, Culture Casino come on here one time and he said, "Knock, I love your voice, dude. You need to keep it up." I was like, "Wow, okay." But anyway, John,
Culture's
let us.
gay.
Yeah, right. And he wears a weave, right?
He has a wig. I pulled it off one time. So,
John, let us know what's up, man.
Well, you can find, obviously I'm here quite a bit. I show up on the game streams that Joe does. I show up obviously here every week, and I'll be occasionally on the football channel when I got some time. You can find me mostly on Pop Culture Minefield at 10 a.m. on the morning coffees. I'm usually on the panel. Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Is my official slot for game day, where this last Wednesday I was playing Starfield. But I spend 2 hours playing a game while Joe and some of the other Martin
Anima.
and Anima. Yeah, some of the other people will come in and troll me and make fun of me and every mistake I make, and so it's a lot of fun. So that's pretty much. I'm on that rock fan, that 70s rock fans channel on Monday nights.
Yep.
I don't know what we're doing this Monday at 4, but I'm sure it's something good.
Yep. All right. Thanks, John. I appreciate you. Matt, tell them what's up, man.
Yeah, well, you can catch me here every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central, and the pregame party every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Central. And then I've been also appearing on. There's a guy by the name of John Graber, channel name I think it's John Graber, the space jockey, and he talks a lot of Star Wars. So I've been popping on there a lot lately, and that's pretty much it.
All right, cool, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here, Matt. All right, Johnny, tell him what's up, man.
Oh, just haven't been streaming a whole lot lately because I've been getting settled into my new job. I got hired by the TV station here in town, so been getting.
Yeah, I know you're happy as a lark about that.
Oh my
sure.
God, I love this. It's nice to actually finally be doing what you went to school to be doing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm actually using my college brain.
Yep.
But other than that, like now that I'm kind of locked into my new schedule, I am going on vacation next week. But after I get back from vacation, I was looking at getting into more streaming shows. I wanted to talk to you about joining the football show.
Okay. All right, for sure. Look, well, I'll
me
talk to you
and
afterwards, man.
got to continue the rivalry.
All right, hang on, Johnny, Kansas City or Detroit?
Kansas City or Detroit? We know who your team is, buddy. Who's going to win opening night?
Oh,
we got to know. Okay, there you go. We have picks. We do our picks on Sunday.
We do picks. Yeah.
If you're going to contribute,
you got to give us the picks. Okay. Ed, what's happening, man?
Actually, run down the list. I'll give you all my picks.
Oh yeah. I'm probably not going to do anything. Let's say Wednesday, and tomorrow I probably won't do anything. So somebody brings me on. And for tomorrow, we don't know if me or Matt going to do it. It's either me or Matt's channel whenever he feels like it or mine. Saturday, it's Wookiees. So, yes, I need to go somewhere too. That's the reason why I did Speedy thing.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Thanks for being here, Jed. It's good to see you. And Paulie, you got anything you want to push, man? Oh man! I thought of the mask as soon as you put that on. All I saw was the mask.
Look at that handsome devil.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Prepare to die.
He fucking leaves. He runs.
Right?
The best. I got new videos I just put up. Got some news flashes on Satanic Hispanic, on Blue Beetle going to VOD. Also, I'm going to do a video on this 3D artist rendering they did of the old Tenochtitlan, which was Mexico City prior to the Spanish conquest. It's an incredible display of what they did. I'm going to do a video. They did all this artist 3D rendering, and it looks like as if they took photos from 500 years ago.
Oh wow!
Wow.
I'd be super
cool.
I love studying like Mesoamerican cultures when I was in school. So
I'm gonna do that video next couple days.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and subscribe on over to Slant and all these other fine gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Except for Jed. Nah.
Oh man! No.
And Polly's a mod in both my channels too.
Doesn't mean he needs to be gangbanged. All right.
Oh my God! Fletcher says Fletcher's clapping. E. Clay Thomas says a show about gay French vampires. No thanks. See ya.
Bro, that's in the book.
They're taking
it is. I was fixing to say that sounds right
just
to me.
About being gay. It's like this relationship.
Look, the
if
whole
you guys read the books, you know what I'm talking.
I was fixing to say Anne Rice. Look, Anne Rice is not for everybody. I read Interview with the Vampire, and there's a lot of sexual overtones to that story, but I thought maybe I'd like Sleeping Beauty, and about 5 pages into that, I put that book down. That is just that is off the chain right there.
Sleeping
Anybody
Beauty
who's read
is
that
awesome.
book knows what I'm talking about. That is nuts.
Sleeping Beauty is awesome.
Oh God, that's crazy. You go, man. Get out the whips and chains and have a good time, buddy.
In support of that
I tell
book
you,
any day.
the actor playing Lestat is incredible.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll add it to my list, man. But listen, let me let you guys know what's going on with the channel real quick before we get out of here. Of course, you know you're watching our pop culture show of the week, State of the Atmosphere. We do it every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. And of course, tomorrow night you get to see the political show I do every week with my brother. The Brothers Hack the Matrix. We get together and show you the headlines of the week in the clown show that we call 2023.
You guys look so angry.
Yeah, Danny does get angry.
Look at those
If
faces,
I get
man.
kicked off of YouTube, it's going to be because of my brother. Trust me.
It's like this.
Or Jed, if he's in the wrong mood. But yeah, but anyway, we do that every Thursday night at 6:00. And then you can watch me develop my comic book from the ground up, an amateur comic book maker, doing it for the first time and sketching the Privateer. I do that every Saturday afternoon at 1:30. And then Sunday, my favorite day of the week, this time of year. I live for this time of year. It's NFL pregame party. If you don't want to watch the Communist News, ESPN, go ahead and tune in to some real football fans talking about the game that they love every Sunday, 2 hours before kickoff at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then Monday, my busiest time of the week, Gary is back finally from his medical scare. We're going to see him on Morning Coffee with Gary. Military Monday, we're going to do The Last Samurai, one of my favorite Tom Cruise movies. Should be fun. A couple of veterans getting together and talking about the movies.
What
the
hour?
war movies.
What's the time? What's the time stamp?
10 a.m. Central Time. That's when we. Your time is going to be 8 in the morning, buddy. You'll be at work.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'll be at work.
Yeah, but you watch the replays, man. We have a good time. And then That 70s Rock Fans channel at 4 p.m. Central Time. Don't know what he's doing this week, but like John said earlier, it's always a good time, man. It's either going to be a movie or comedy show or music. It's going to be a lot of fun, whatever it is. And then, of course, my walkthrough of KOTOR, as they call it, KOTOR. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is at part 14 this Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Central Time.
What's the point here of your look here? You look really lost.
If you look at the bottom there, it's video games, cocktails, and fails. I have a shot of whiskey. I suck down a brew while I'm playing, and I screw up a lot. And these guys
That's what's called a
fail me
cocktail.
about it. Yeah,
and Knock and Jed remind him of every fail.
Every fail. Yeah, it's Papa Joe Gamer After Dark at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Monday, and then at its regular time on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to get back into my favorite video game, DC Universe Online. The Privateer and his band of bitches will be in there whooping some ass. So I want to thank all of you guys for being here. Johnny Rock, it was great to see you. I mean, these guys ride with me every week, but I definitely want to shout out
I'm going to make
Johnny.
it more of a regular thing.
I would love to see you. You're always welcome here. You know that, brother. And Polly, same goes for you. It's great to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by and letting us know what was going on with that flick we were talking about earlier.
Thanks.
What's that, sir?
Thanks for the invite.
Always, man. You always got an invite. You're on the thread, man.
I don't recognize what I had on.
Yeah, he needs a hat, doesn't he? So, for Paulie, Johnny, Matt, Jed, Das Wolf, and John, and Knock, we want to thank you for being here. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.
Pew pew. All right.
I wonder if Ahsoka's going to change her last name to Skywalker. I think that'd be awesome.
Oh, she can go fuck right off with that.